Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Rita's video blog. I'm Airy Sky. Please excuse me, I got out of bed really late again. And then I was told, let's just say last night Zoe said, don't poke the bear. The bear was poked. Don't poke the bear. The bear was poked. So, Yep, so let's get on to it. I gotta answer this email real quick, business related, but I'm here to tell you about prepping. That's all we're gonna be talking about today is prepping. So there. See? It doesn't take me long to fix an error. So Advocate emailed me, wants me to be ready at 5:30. 50 30, 50 30, 50 30, yeah, 50 30, 50 30. It's just got the BS, okay? We're going to be talking about prepping today, okay? Not just any prepping. Prepping in the long term, okay? This video is going to go directly about prepping, okay? I'm going to go off my list. I'm not going to sit there and buy everything, okay? Let's tackle the first main things on prepping, okay? 1. The 4 basics basically you need: food, water, shelter, medications, and or personal effects. Shelter is number 1. As long as you have your shelter, you can move on, and as long as you're not going to be worried about losing your shelter, you have shelter. Now, say something happens and you're in a situation where you're outside. That's where you get a shelter that can withstand the weather. Get a tent with a. Chloe's not going to say a word. She's going to let me continue on. A tent with a stove. Just Chloe's bringing me some. She forgot my thing. So there's a little package here picked up by Rita or Chloe. There we go. So the truth's out in the bag. You see, Chloe's not saying a word from Zoe. Didn't know the grocery store sold this stuff. Interesting, eh? Interesting, I say. Higgins is probably wondering. Never tried this one, so I don't know how good it is. I know my absolute favorite. Gotta give this thing a smell, shouldn't I? So for prepping, everyone, this is my birthday present from my moderator. So for my prepping, by the way, prepping. It doesn't feel like it's 6 pounds though. So I can weigh it later. Well, anyways, let's just get on to the prepping. I'll grab my Swiss Army and I've popped that thing open soon, okay? Basically, what I want to say to you guys is for prepping and preppers usage, got my coffee there anyway, so don't mix it together. So, Zoe, thank you. So I got the preppers. Chloe picked it up. So that's why I was waiting to get online this morning because I told Chloe, don't poke the bear. And so second thing is food. Food's important next to your shelter. Here we go. See, I'm opening this. There we go. I get the smell. If the damn thing comes out. See, that's why you need a knife sometimes to get in there. Apparently, these lids are really sealed. There we go. So, I'm talking about prepping. Higgins is probably thinking to myself, that could have been gone for a nice radio. Possibly, but, the lady's got her own ideas. And it does include a radio, so don't ask. Prepping, we're going to get to radios eventually, too, and tools. See, one of my preppers tool that I use all the time is this. So, there. Anywho, now that I'm getting ready to sit down on my morning coffee some more, I want to thank Zoe. She's probably angry. Pee Wee's probably sitting there watching us going, oh my God, yeah, I know. So, this is the brand and everything with Remy. So, it's funny they carry Hennessy like it's going out of style there at the grocery store. But this stuff, I don't know anything about it. So, I'll have to sample it tonight for you guys. Okay, we're letting it air for a second. Oh, yeah. You don't mix this with cherry soda. You drink this on ice. That's how cognac is. Drinking in a cognac glass. This is what you call no sharing either. Chloe knows cognac something you don't share. So I just want to thank Zoe again. Let's just go over to talk about the second thing, food. So food is going to be broke down in 3 to 4 different sections real quick. Okay, you got regular canned goods. Canned goods is the less likely. Yeah. And then you have the other one. You have freeze dried. Yeah, you could sit there and be like, yeah, freeze dried, you can even buy freeze dried stuff. And freeze dried would be, freeze dried. So you turn around and you want freeze dried. Or you can do MREs, add a little water, make your meal up 15, 20 minutes later. It might or might not taste good. So, I just thought I'd share that with you. Hmm. Yep. Just to share that with you guys. All right. So, food basically, then you got the dehydrated. Well, dehydrated, the same thing, you get dehydrated or not dehydrated, depending on what you want. So people sit there and say, oh well, I don't like this or I don't like that. Well, it's up to you what you do or don't like. I, for one, don't care, because it's it's what it is. So yeah, yeah. So Anyways, I wanted to thank Zoe yet again, so let's just get down with the list. So technically, basically, I want to thank Zoe. I got to take a picture though. Can't take a picture without saying thank you, right? Let's get to it, shall we? Anyways, didn't even know the grocery store had this, so Chloe went down there, picked it up. She just told him, "Look, Rita ain't leaving. We gotta leave in your office all month, then, or just send it with her. Besides that, you're doing a favor by getting rid of it, or you can just drink." Is what Chloe said, and they just like, "Here, take it." So Chloe's like, "Okay, cool." Chloe's like, So the guy said there's a lady that paid for it by the name of Jenny out of Chicago. So we know my moderator's name is Jenny, not Zoe, but she likes the code name Zoe, so we'll just stay with Zoe. Now let's get this sent to her before she gets mad at me for being so daft. And there we go. See? You just cover it so it looks like a seal. There you go. I know a guy that wanted one of those bottles the other day, wanted to give me an electric bicycle. I was like, no deal. I'm not giving you, because it was like 900 pounds. I can't move it downstairs. Chloe even tried it and tested it. So damn wonky. He's like, can I still have the cognac? No, you can't for bringing it out. Couldn't get me a motor for my damn trike, so what's the point? Right? Uh-huh. So let's just get on to it. From there. So, anyways, I gotta send a message out of my cousin Dinky. Alright, sorry. So I use Discord, so trying to keep things moving along. Okay, so dehydrated food, freeze dried food. We have canned food. Canned food lasts longer. And then you got bucket food. Okay, bucket food's one of those. You follow the instructions 15, 20 minutes later, you get a meal out of it. Unfortunately, from Prepper, um, don't quote me on it, but from Prepper Fanny, that stuff tastes like crap. So beware if you just think of it. Now, there's going to be talking about survival today. Okay, one of the things I want to talk to you guys about is pure survival mode. Yeah, you guys could sit there and say, "What does that mean?" I'll explain it to you later. Okay. Yeah. So basically, what it means is that survival is. All right. So one of the prepping things you need to do is prep, like your life depends on you. You have to have the mindset. Usually, the mindset is there's people out there that's going to think, well, nothing's going to happen, and when something does happen, first people around you is the ones that are going to basically be hanging, holding a hand out, looking for a handout, looking for a handout. Hmm. So French cognac. Mm-hmm. Hmm. She knows I like Remy Martin, but the funny thing about Remy, everyone, is I've never tried this one, so it's new to me. So to me, this is more of a blessing, anyways, because it's new. I've never tried all the Remy. I've tried the Hennessy's, and I don't like Hennessy, but Remy has always been the Remy XO, So anywho, so I will show you tonight when I empty the damn sink here with Chloe. She made grilled cheeses on 3 pans last night. I might not even have dinner tonight. I might have to teach you guys how to prep properly while I have some cognac tonight. Yeah. Because tonight is the night. 6 years ago. 6 years ago today was the last time I got to ever hear, except on YouTube, of course, reruns, hear, smell, kiss, love. Well, you never stop loving my husband. So, secret to cognac is to break up ice, which I will be doing. There's an ice bag right under here. They move the chicken from here. So what you do is you take the ice bag, remove it, and facing it front. And then as the thing like that breaks, alright, then what you do is you just break it up with an ice pick. If you don't have an ice pick, it's a good way to break in You know what? I'm going to see about putting some in a Ziploc bag. You do know when you use a knife on an ice block, it usually sharpens the ice. The knife. So think about that. So what you do is, if it doesn't break up like you want, you just break up more. See? And it still doesn't break. You start breaking it piece by piece like that, and hope like hell you don't hit anything like this that's in there. So you just break it up like this, and then as you break them down, you put them in more of smaller Ziploc bags. And you use them as you need them. You see? If you get gallon-sized bags, you can actually break down ice better. That's one of the tips you might want to do is keep your ice fresher longer. Always use Ziploc bags. There we go. See? Then as you need them, you just take a smaller knife and you break it down some more. See? Then when the ice is there, you just put the last of it in another bag and you buy it. So you break them down one by one like this. And then you have extra storage in your freezer. See, this ice here, fresh as fresh can be. So, you know. There. So, then what you do is your knife is sharpened just by, you know, by using it as an ice pick, if you didn't know. One of the tips to sharpening a knife. Leaving you with just the Ziploc bag to take care of the rest. So, see? There we have it. See? All done. Wipe it down. See, the last of the ice is pretty fine. So you just put it in here like so. And then just clean up your mess. So, sorry about that. But ice is going to be one of those things you're going to not want to take advantage of when and if crap hits the fan. For example, if you have ice, you might want to have one freezer designated for pure ice. If you don't have the money, don't worry. But thing is, without ice, you can't literally do a lot of smoked foods anyways. Just think of it from that point of view. You can't smoke foods, you can't smoke this, can't smoke that. In the end, you're screwed anyway to look at them. We'll get to smoking soon. So, anyways. So, I want to thank Zoe for the present, or as we're joking around lately, Jenna Gump. All right. So, today we're going to talk about nothing but Chloe try using a hammer on this wheel. Maybe it'll give her a lesson in how to use a hammer on a wheel. All right, so want to thank you all for tuning in. So, like I said, prepping is, thing is one of the things that you want is ice on hand. Canned foods last a long time. You just rotate them out. Water is something you really need. So don't just go and buy one case of water. Go and buy as much water as you can afford and store. Another thing is, as a backup, you can always buy a water. So, so basically, I wanted to share that with you all. So basically, the yeah. So uh, you know. So basically, let me just put it to you this way. Okay, water is one of those four elements you truly need. Now you can sit there and say, "Oh well, okay, buy as much water as you can." If the crap isn't hitting the fan, you might want to spend a little extra every month making sure you're up to speed. There's two water filtration systems in the list I posted down below that will help you. They basically purify 3,000 and 6,000 gallons of water before you need to change the filters. Fortunately, unless you're going to be making 5 or 6 gallons of water a day, man can live on 5 gallons a day. That's 5 times 7 through 30 35 gallons a week, 70, 140 gallons a month if you basically use it for drinking and drinking, which you need to drink 1 gallon, which means 5 gallons can be used for, or 4 gallons can be used for your toilet. Which, by the way, you say, oh, water, I need the water for the toilet. Simple. If you have a gravity fed system, it's okay. But what if your power's out, huh? Who's going to run the sump pump? Who's going to run the well pump to pump your water in? I mean, are you just going to sit there and be like, oh, I got a well, I'm not worried? The government does not want people, no offense. Zoe's not here, so, I'm sorry. We can't allow you to have a hand pump. You say hand pump would rust, and say your well's 600 feet down, and they get 600 feet. Then they gotta set up a contraction to get to where the water is, and then you gotta, once you hit a underwater spring, let's just say the water, I mean, the reason for some of that stuff is they don't want you sitting there. I mean, literally, the old pump. I mean, nowadays, companies make money off of well water. So the further deep you go, the more likely you're going to need extra stuff to get your well water from to your house. So you're going to basically just say, give me the old fashioned pump, pump, pump. Further deep you go, you're more likely you're screwed. Some people got lucky. They did research and then it said, oh, look, this is how we get our water. So nowadays they want you to hire a water drilling company, and the drills down, and then they find, and they say, oh, you need a pump, and after what so many years your pump goes out. So what do you do as a backup for your pump if your pump's out? Well, I'll just go and I live in Hillbilly Jones Lane, and well, fine. If you're using the old water pumps, I mean, I have not seen a store yet. Don't quote me. They're probably out there. Higgins is probably emailing me, or Higgins is avoiding me. I got to show you a picture, guys. I have to show you guys a picture. Okay, let me just show you this picture. So, Higgins last night. Since I can't do screen share here, I want to show you something. So, welcome to you guys that are here. We're talking about prepping today for the noobs. First four main elements is shelter. If you have a home or you're renting, try to stay as long as possible. 2, food. 3 is water. You can only survive 3 days without water, so technically you might want to uh, prep more water than food, but at the same time you want to prep a lot of food too. So food, water, and then the last one's medications and personal effects. And I'll get to the personal effects because personal effects are very important. Because I think this is very important. Where's the picture? Okay, sorry about this. I'm still trying to figure out why my apps are what they are, you know. Okay, so so I'm saving the image real quick so you guys could see it. Had to save it. All right, so let me just go into my photos here. I want to thank Zoe again for the, you know. Hey, where's my picture go this time? Downloads? No, those are. That's a beautiful woman. I don't know where it is. See, it doesn't allow me to know where it is. You got albums. You got. I'm gonna do it this way. Load it differently. Apparently, it doesn't want me to load it. The technology, you know. So, anyways, like I said, when it comes to prepping, you need to make sure you have plenty of water. So, one of the things I put on the list is everything on the preppers list will be used for your um, safety and survival. All right, so let me just see where the Higgins is. All right, so it says view image. Then it says save image. See, I'm trying to save it. Okay. All right, now let me see if I can do this now. All right. Higgins, okay, here we go. So Higgins basically likes to play games, and Higgins basically posted this. Don't poke the berry. See, in my chair. Thanks, Higgins. Anyways. Mm-hmm. All right, so basically, food and water. Sorry, I'm also answering business emails so far. Food and water is something that you gotta make sure you have. Your shelter, if you have your shelter, you're good. Food, water. See, there it goes again. I'm gonna turn around. Hopefully, it's in my downloads. Yeah, here it is. All right, so don't feed the animals is a joke, but instead Higgins has don't poke the animal. Let's go over the list. Okay, I want to get the list started so I can um, be on YouTube tonight to sample some cognac. So some of the stuff that I have on the list, I will post the list for you again. In the you guys get to have the I'll be the one that does the first live chat. Okay. So basically, we're not gonna go. We should go based off of price. All right, I'm gonna go based sort it by price for me. Okay, so we're not gonna sit there and sort price that's purchased or not. Okay, so people have asked me certain things like mac and cheese. That is a comfort food, and the noodles can go for a long time. Spam is getting harder and harder to get. Preppers out there are basically realizing that right now at the grocery store, spam's going for about $4 a can. So your spam intake, if you get a case or 2 cases or 3 cases, your spam intake might be 1 can of spam per week per family member till you can get things situated and you can either get your cows back or not. Remember, 2023, the canned meats are going to be the only way to go, and they might be more money because the people out there don't realize that right now the farmers don't have rain. No rain means no crops. No crops mean they got to sell their cattle at a loss. No cattle feed means that they slaughter the cows, and then Biden's going to take a pat on the back. And then in 2023, after the elections are over, your meat prices are going to be going down. You think that, let me put it this way, do you really think this mega drought isn't caused by those flyboys in the Air Force that's playing with our little weather devices, making it more and more drier so they can control the entire world? Sorry, I had to say that. I tried to do my Russian accent. See, this was like $5 a can, spam bacon. Right now, spam bacon is a luxury. That's why when and if I want something to eat and snack on, it's going to be this. This is why I keep telling you what it is. Mm-hmm. So, I'm going to go see what happens here. So, canned spam is something you need to think about. Now, that spam there. Hmm. All right. So, let's just go down the list. Okay. All right. So basically, what do we got here? Russell's Reserve. Yeah, that's made out of Kentucky. That's bourbon. No, I can't remember. Yeah, it's out of the one of those bourbon connections. That I can't remember what it's called. Okay, I'm sorry, Panji. My pen pal. I just can't remember. It's a little town in Kentucky that has the Austin Nichols distillery, not Bardstown, something else. I can't remember. I'll figure it out eventually. Again, but not Versailles. She moved to Versailles or somewhere else. But anyways, we won't go talk about liquor, okay? So basically, let's get back to it. Liquor can only be used if you keep some high-powered bourbons, 80 to 120 proof or higher. You want to use that as a 2 reasons. One is it helps with the sterilization stuff. Does what you have it. Two is you can get medical alcohol. You're fine. Or three is it helps with a different problem. There, see, different problems. Now, the next one is Betty Crocker's Suddenly Pasta. As long as you have the mac salad in the refrigeration, in case of prepper situation, you can make that up, and that's where I call in the coolers for the the um, the cooler, so you can actually cool things down, right? Then the mac and cheese is a comfort food. Same with pasta salad, in my opinion. So as we go down the list, people say to me, "Well, what else is there to get?" Well, as we're looking over the list, one of the things is playing cards, Uno cards, Parcheesi cards, whatever. Just throw in some cards, Uno cards, um, Hoyle cards, bicycle cards, cards that will keep your kids busy. Now, if know your kids are young enough and they're going to get bored easy without computers and stuff, you might want to teach them now to read because books are going to be a very good way to pass the time and silence. If that doesn't work, teach them some card games. that doesn't work, then I don't know what to tell you. You've spoiled your kid too much. They want to talk on the internet, and no internet means you be a, you know, a lot of people say to me, "Well, what about the Nintendo Switch? What about?" Yeah, Switch is good for 3 to 6 hours, thinking that you just tell your kid if after a natural disaster, yeah, kid, the electricity will be out for 4 to 6 hours and get it back, and then after 4 to 6 hours, they're starting to wonder. I mean, literally, when you lose your power and in a natural disaster or a man-made situation, you first get a set of radios. These ones suck, by the way, unless you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you radio ahead and say, "Yeah, I'm taking a walk," and you take a walk to assess the situation. Then you run into maybe the Department of Energy or the Department of Transportation or the utility man and say, "Oh yes, what are you doing? Okay, fill me in. How long is the power going to be out?" So you can get a justification. Because the only communication you're going to have is your voice over. Now, a lot of people say, "So I bought this radio and it doesn't work." So the thing is you try to avoid Channel 9. So what does people say during the thing? All right, well, we'll get to communications in a minute, okay? So then, another thing is get your canned meats because they're going up in price. For example, corned beef. Now you can get a case of ramen for under $6 if you choose just basically the flavors that are people don't like. You can live on ramen. The other thing I highly recommend in your prepper's kit is yeast. Yeast is something you're gonna want to use for baking bread. Another thing, like I said, is duct tape will come in handy. Duct tape and electrical tape. Another thing you might want during your prepping emergency is coffee. Prep as much coffee as you can keep under your camp pantries because everyone knows that when you're waking up in the morning, uh, the hell? What the hell is this? Dude. Uh, all right. So, people are saying to me, "Oh, well, what's it?" The thing is, you need to prepare for any and all problems. Think about it. For example, what happens with the election? Okay. The election goes either Republicans, the Democrats are fit, try to overthrow the government, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not saying do it. I don't support violence. And then the wheels on the other foot. Look what happened. Same thing, right? Yeah. So, anyway, so I'm gonna get my glass prepared eventually, and I was always like, "Hurry up! I want to see you drinking." Well, it's not time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, isn't that? Yeah. So, anyways, as my cousin Dinky knows. So, anywho, Zoe hasn't messaged yet. I said to her, I got up, she messaged me, and I was like, "Okay, cool." Because I had a plan in motion, and my plan in motion was it worked better than expected. Okay, so basically, Chloe gets me up around. She says, "Oh, you're gonna sleep all day," and I said, "No, I want my coffee." Chloe says, "Oh, you want to sleep all day?" I said, "No, I want my coffee." And then Chloe says, "Oh, do you want to sleep all day?" I said, "No, I need my coffee." So she gets on the phone. "Hey, Higgs, look, the secret is out." Yeah, Zoe's not around, so we can make fun of her. Here it is. Here it is, Higgs. What do you think, old boy? What do you think? The night my husband died 6 years ago to get to that tonight. Guess I'll be celebrating in his name memory first, shouldn't I? First glasses for him. What do you think, huh? Hmm? Don't poke the bear. What do you guys think, Higgs? Look at this. Look at this. Look at Look at this. This girl is going to be drinking in style tonight. What do you think? No, look. Remy Morton. Cognac fine champagne. It's cognac. This is French brandy. Look. Oh, yeah. I can smell the brandy. I can smell the brandy as I drink it tonight. Okay. Back to prepping. Okay. We got a lot to talk about, people. Higgins recommended cord in case you need it for your shoelaces. That's true. Fortunately, if Higgins didn't realize all 5 items on his recommendation list, except for extra pants, is on the list. Yeah. So, no, this is not a baseball bat. Again, for some of you out there, just let me just show this because now I'm going to do this. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. See, Higgins really likes to poke the bear. You do know the bear stands up. That's why they're, I believe that's a grizzly bear. My totem's a polar bear, unless you really want to let the grizzly out. Okay. So many preppers out there, welcome. The list down below we're going over. This is my death date of my anniversary with my husband, so I'm going to enjoy this tonight. This is going to be one of those nights where we're going to get some stuff done. And with Zoe not around, the only one we got moderating is Higgins, which means, as Higgins is going to do, he's going to be poking the bear. So let's get to it, shall we? So basically, we talked about card games. We talked about foods. We talked about beverages, ramen, mac and cheese. Those are easy to cook and easy to store things. Another thing people said is, well, what do you do about other things? Well, we'll get to that. You see, I put brown sugar, granulated sugar, and raw sugar on the list. Sugar in general that you could use for oatmeals and things that you might need, like your coffee. I personally would just drink it black or drink it with milk. Now, another thing is I put in water. So you'll see water, various prices of water on the list. That's because some people might be able to afford $9 for water, or other might be able to pay $100. But you need to start putting away stuff now so you can survive. The next on the list is over-the-counter medications, ibuprofen, Tylenol, and naproxen are your 3 meds that you're going to need right there between that and that. And that is your vinyl tape. So vinyl electric tape. So, but medications are very important for everyday use if you get a headache or you break your arm or something, because you're your own field medic, which includes personal items. You say, oh, well, as a prepper, we don't need personal items. As a prepper, your personal items will be, but not limited to, your tools you use and the amount of first aid kit you have, too. Remember, the tools that you use for prepping, like knives and stuff, Now, I've seen guys turn around and say that they need to prep with a Bowie knife. You don't need to prep with a boot knife, all right? A large knife like this ain't going to help you in the field unless you're planning to kill someone with it, so no. Unless you're going to be gutting a moose, it ain't going to work, okay? Now, between a 6 and a 9-inch blade might work for some things, but if you're just using a standard knife, you can get away with 5 to 7 if you're just using it for gutting fish. It just depends. And always look into having a fish fillet knife. So basically, canned meats, again, at various prices, canned meat right now is going up. Went up $6 overnight for certain canned meats, which I'm not going to go into details. And next on the list for emergencies, those first aid kits we just talked about. Magnifying glass for reading maps, and or as well as first aid kit. All right, first aid kit is going to save your bloody life, all right? I went with the most expensive first aid kit I could find in Amazon with all the bells and whistles, and it's in a giant EMS thing. I've also talked to EMS. They're going to get in touch with me soon to let me know about what big first aid kits they use on those big straps. You can also make one yourself. One of those would be what I'd recommend. Not because of moving, because you might be stuck, hunkered down if it's man made or natural disasters for weeks. So, another thing, nuts, peanuts, cashews, almonds, pistachios. I like pistachios and um I like cashews and I like peanuts. Now Higgins likes salted. The problem with salted peanuts now is they're using sea salt, so it doesn't taste like your grandfather's peanuts. Trust me, and that is not a joke, by the way. So the problem with Higgins using the milk thing, okay? I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here against Higgins. That's a good idea as long as they're using you got it labeled toilet, okay? Toilet is for French for toilet, okay? If it's labeled toilet or twilight, twilight. Mm-hmm. Then basically what it is it's used for that. If you're gonna basically use that water that you rinse or just fill the milk jug up, you better rinse it 4 to 6 times, air dried it, and then put fresh water in it because it's not sealed. So even if it's not sealed, your water can evaporate inside the plastic. Which have you ever noticed when you stockpile water away in the past? And you put it in a place where you think it's damp and cool, and 10 years later, between heat and cold and heat and cold, it contracts, and eventually your water's evaporating from the inside. It's because the heat's basically doing whatever to the bottle, and the bottle is, And another thing they're saying is be careful with plastic bottles because it has contaminants or it has carcinogenics in it that will give you sick. So the thing is, if you're just gonna fill up water jugs and use your water jugs in between say brownouts where you can actually get water, then I'd recommend using those rinsed out milk jugs, not for drinking, but for your toilet. Yeah, your toilet, Yeah, or your toilet. That's something I'd highly recommend. Okay, let's go down the list. Mac and cheese, and this one here went up in price. Another thing I put on the list is salt. Salt's getting expensive, so you better get on the wagon on that. Then I put in another meal that I put in that's very cheap and affordable on the list. As an example, is pancakes. If you get real maple syrup, you can have maple syrup pancakes, which is on the list for breakfast without tapping into your oats. Now you say, well, how do I cook pancakes? Simple. You buy a Coleman stove. You buy a griddle and you stick on top of it. And the griddle's used for sausage, eggs, and bacon. And your pancakes. See? Done and done. See? So then, another thing I did is a bread mix. You want a bread mix and you want a cast iron set if you can, because the Dutch oven, or just get the Dutch oven directly and everything else used from your own home's kit. You see, you don't need to go spend a lot of money if you have most of your frying pans you like. Now, if you have a camping set devoted for camping and then a secondary camping that's cast iron, which is already pre-seasoned, and then you have the Dutch oven with your cast iron set, you use the Dutch oven. You can basically stick the Dutch oven on top of your cook stove, and you can literally bake your bread. Now, they do have a little small stove. You can also buy one of those large camping stoves from Bass Pro or Cabela's that has the 2 or 3 burner stove on the top. Sometimes it's even 4, and then in the bottom there's a propane stove. But to do that, you might want to get a couple 5-gallon propane tanks. But just remember, as Higgins said, what happens when the propane runs out? So that's why you got to basically watch and test these things. So before the SHTF hits the fan, you're going to want to test out your how long it takes to cook a pot of water on a propane tank. If you need to switch to a bigger can or bigger tank, you do that. Otherwise, you get a Coleman stove, white gas or unleaded gas. And again, you got to basically test how much cooking you can do. They say it can burn on low for 3.5 to 4 hours on one can. So that's like what, $20. That's $5 every 15 minutes you're wasting. So think about it. It's like $5 a gallon, $5 per mile, jokingly, of course. Okay. Um, Another thing, like I said, cards, is on the list, but we also put in um, vitamins. Vitamins isn't necessary for, prepping, because what if you don't get your dietary needs in your food? Think about it. You're going to be living on what? Ramen, beans? Well, at least you get protein out of your beans, but sometimes you gotta, or have oatmeal 3 days a week and cream of wheat 3 days a week, and then eggs once a week, and make your eggs last, because powdered eggs are very expensive. Yeah. So the other thing is paracord or parachute cord. We put that on the list for usage, and bungee cords, by the way. Um, Another thing the Fanny recommended was seasonings. I put poultry seasoning, salt, and pepper. Those are the things you might need. Bouillon cubes are there. Um, Coarse ground pepper and cracked pepper, where you crack your own pepper. Those will be very well used in your camp kitchen or your prepper's kitchen if an SHTF hits fan. Now, another thing is matches. I mean, matches are going to light your stove, light your lanterns, and etc. That's another thing. Lanterns is a must too. Coffee just went up like crazy again. By the way, I'm actually looking over the list today for pricing too. Coffee and some of the Dutch oven. I told you one of my meals that I like is those Salisbury steaks, and so you can get these ones that are microwavable. You just put it in a Dutch oven and cook for 30 minutes, and it's done. Coffee went up through the roof. Another personal item that I would recommend is stockpiling paper towels and toilet paper, or papier towelettes. So, um, another is batteries. Get the most batteries you can carry, because your batteries are going to be helping you with your battery-powered lanterns, your flashlights, your radios, etc. You can get a crank. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Another thing I wholly recommend is goldfish crackers. Goldfish crackers are a good supply. So, powdered milk, you're going to want all the powdered milk you can keep, because you don't know what's going to happen. Another thing I highly recommend is, me and Higgin hasn't talked about this, is a battery bank. Let me go check the comments. Another thing with your seasonings is sugar. You want sugar as well. Phil from the lap. Okay, let's see what's going on. Hello, Joe. Well, we'll get to that. Iodine tablets will be able to purify your water, as well as we will get to the other things about water purification too. You can also buy yourself some Brita water filters, as long as you know your well water is safe and it's not contaminated during a SHTF. We're on a well here. The city's got a huge well that's tapped into a freshwater aqueduct system on the island, so we get fresh water. So basically, as long as they keep it running, the fresh water will be fine. I just recommend Brita water filters, or buying yourself water filters, or even portable water filters to filter your water through, say, your canteens. Always got to keep a couple canteens too. Then he's right. That's the thing. You don't want to do. Joe's right. You don't want to use hot water. Okay, let's just continue with the comments real quick. Yeah, well, the thing is there is also filtrations I will be talking about, Joe. Another thing on your prepper's kit is sugar, like you said. Another long-term staple that could go a long ways is those crackers with the cheese, with the built-in cheese. You can use those to pass the time. Ramen's a good staple. Mac and cheese is a good staple. Another personal item that I put on the list is bar soap. Now, you ask why bar soap? Simple. You don't want to contract diseases if you are in an SHTF situation. You want to take a bath at least every 2 or 3 days, even if it's a sponge bath. And hopefully, if you do have a SHTF situation where you are hunkered down, you can also take your Rita water filter and use 2 to 3 burners of your stove with soup pots. That's something I didn't put in the list. I'll just tell you now. Most people have giant soup pots or lobster pots or tamale pots, the Hispanics, and you just basically fill it with water, and then you get it boiling, and then that will burn fuel, of course, but you can take a bath that way. But I would recommend, if you're going to do that and you're going to be boiling 1 day a week, you seal your tub up and boil the water, and then the girls get the baths first and the men get the leftovers. And even though the water might be somewhat black after 1 or 2 or 3 baths, at least everyone gets clean, even if they use the soap. Like I said, real maple syrup's on the list for pancakes. I like pancakes and French toast, so those are easy to make with a griddle. Another thing that Higgins was talking about, sewing iron needles. What you want is to get the most expensive sewing kit that man can buy and use it as an emergency. You get a whole kit, in a box, and it has like needles and threads of every color, and you use that as an emergency if you need to sew up your own clothes. Because once the sheep get taken to slaughter, your sheep's going to go up in price. So price of wool is going to go up due to the fact that the supply and demand's there, but the demand's high and the supply's low due to the fact that they had to kill off the sheep because some of the farmers had to cut their loss due to the fact that there's no way to feed them with grain. So, as I said earlier, bungee cords will help you in a prepping situation. Another thing I put on was a fishing tackle box and MEPS. MEPS spinners will work if you buy a basic spinning rod. So you basically do a basic spinning rod, you can do that. Another thing I put in there was the actual standard straight bladed razor. The old ones are, you know, remember bar soap, nuts, and then I did put in butter powder. Another thing I did put in was dish soap. Dish soaps to make sure your dishes are clean, sanitized, and you want to get a dish strainer. Strainer is a must. Another thing that you want to look at is if you want it as a comfort food is those the baked beans. They're called Van Camp's baked beans. You want to get some original baked beans and the beanie weenies. Yeah. Duct tape, like I said, is a must as well. Then next on the list for a long-term meat supply, if you need a quick snack for protein, is buy several jars of meat sticks and beef jerkies and keep them on hand for yourself for your little protein zap boost every day. Now, magnifying glass is used to start fires. You can use a small magnifying glass, you can use a large magnifying glass. It just depends on what you're doing. And like I said, real maple syrup. You want butter powder. Beef sticks. Tea is also a good supplement. If you want to stretch out your coffee, you can always reuse the tea bags at least twice before you have to throw the tea bag out. So think about that. And then Joe, of course, another thing you want to keep on hand if you can afford it is get the biggest cases of beans as possible. Dinty Moore stew will help too because you can buy a case of Dinty Moore stew, and the Dinty Moore stew will give you your protein. So as long as you stretch out your stew, you should be fine. Same with the beanie weenies, etc. Acetaminophen just went up $10, by the way, overnight. So just to let you know. Another thing you want to do is pet food. Stockpile dog food, stockpile bunny food. Your bunny food and your dog food. If you have a bunny, you gotta make sure Bun's eating. He's eating right now, so he's good. And then dog food. And then the other thing is you might want to buy cans of cans of number 10 cans of flavored things like rice, chicken rice, beef rice, etc., as well as rice roni. That will stretch things out too. Uh, Basically, if you buy disposable razors, make sure you buy your disposable razors before they go up price because of it. So, we covered water and everything else. Ramen, crackers, dehydrated food. I put in some dehydrated foods, like chopped onions, etc., etc. Shaving gel, shaving creams on the list so you can shave. You might not want to waste your razors when you do your weekly bath. That's when you might want to try to speed it up so the water doesn't get cold. Because if the water starts getting cold, you might have to drain some of it and then put in another giant tamale pot full of water so the next person can do it. And by then, they might be using the soap water to lather up, get fast out and cleaning. But then the tub might be filled with hair, so just be careful. Again, on the list is batteries. Make sure you get plenty of batteries. All right. Another thing is if you need a backup, you can always get battery banks. But the problem is, if the power's out, your battery banks will go down quickly if you're charging your phones, because you got to remember your phones aren't going to be working. So, also you might want to get some preppers books for prepper reasons. So, we're only about what, 1/3 of the way down the list. Hmm. Is if you have a battery bank, you can probably use a USB charger if you have a electric travel razor. Most electric travel razors that don't require cord can run, like the Bronze and the Norelcos do take a AA batteries. That's why I said you can always use AA batteries for your um, electric razor. Another thing I recommended is multiple coolers in case you need to put ice in it, and your ice will be what's going to keep you going for your foods until you eat down. If there is something wrong in SHCF, you want to get your meat smoked as soon as possible. I recommend getting smokers. We'll touch base on that. Like I said, beef jerky is also a good alternative if you can't do a smoker. Remember, I said there is kits out and MEPS lures that will help you if you're in an area where you need to fish. So, um, I did add freeze dried um, fruits, etc. That will help. And bullion will help you on two fronts. You can use it as a stock base for your chickens, your rice. You can make it into a little flour. Flour's on the list too. You can make it with bullion flour, make it gravy, and then you put your gravy on your rice too if you don't want soy sauce, teriyaki. So, you know. Then you get freeze dries other kits like chicken Alfredo, etc. That's pretty good. Like I said, beans, Denti Moore. Other thing I highly recommend is you know, toilet papers, etc. Canned meat's going up in price, so you got to remember canned meats and packaged meats going up. That's gone up in the last 24 hours, over $10 for some of this stuff. So you need to get it now if you can, or at the first available time. If you have food stamps like Higgins, he's just he'd be better suited ordering a crap pot full of food, keeping in his basement on Amazon. But Mm-hmm. So currently we're at the halfway point of this list. I'm telling you everything that needs to be done. You can buy rolled oats, steeled oats in the bucket. So you want bucket oats. Yeah, exactly. You want bucket oats, Also, you can get some dehydrated chili mix. You can use that too. Swiss Army knives, that's on the list too. I put in 3 Swiss Army knives. I highly recommend the angler and the fisherman for fishing people that want to use it for cutting line and tying line, etc. Fishing fly tying tool, if you're a fly fisher, will come in handy. I didn't put that on the list. I should. They do have those people that survive with the bucket meals. The bucket meals, as Fanny said, is not tasty, but that's what you got. Well, eat it up, because it'll keep you going. Toilet paper is going up in price. Um, you know, Another thing is I put different various tastes of water. Now, this stuff went up $15. Um, you know, You can find emergency radios that's powered crank, solar battery, AM, FM, NOAA, weather, etc., etc. Those radios are really good, and if you get some that are running on double A's, that's why I say keep stockpiling um, the radios. You can also get stuff like lasagna kits in a can. Number 10 cans are kind of expensive. Rice, like I said, that will be a long-term staple. Rolled oats. Um, Another thing is, the nuts went up in price, by the way. The nuts are going through the roof, by the way. Um, so just make sure you know. Um, Another thing on the list is percolators. You want percolators to make your coffee. Now, if you do have the money and you want to invest in, buy the Coleman propane coffee pot, you can basically drip your coffee that way without having coffee grounds in your coffee pot. The percolator will make it so you have coffee grounds in your coffee, but at least the way you do it is if you don't have the money for the Coleman standalone propane stove, is you or the coffee pot is buy percolator, make your coffee that way. But here's the kicker: when you get the coffee pot, always add a few dollars for a strainer. A special strainer could strain out the coffee grounds as you're pouring it in. So you get a special filter with mesh that will trap the coffee filters in, but filter your coffee. Uh, or you get two percolators, one to percolate the coffee, the other one to use to filter into that fresh pot, and then you can make your coffee that way. So think about it that way. Another thing I recommend is the Arcturus military wool blankets. You think they're itchy, but they don't. They make you can buy one, you can buy two, you can buy three or four, stack them together, and you'll be nice toasty during the SHTF before needing to use your comforters. Now, remember, if there's an SHTF situation, you're going to have to wash your clothes by hand, more likely, if the power is out. Power isn't out, well, use your washing machine. It just means we don't know under the man-made or the natural disaster. But it's going off natural disasters and or man-made as well as one. So, yeah, that's the what else? Instant milk, evaporated or condensed milk is going to be needed. Another thing I highly recommend is canning pots. Buy canning pots. Start canning your fruits and vegetables. If you haven't, canning jars. Mm-hmm. Another thing you might want to invest in, if you can get a hold of a case and it's not that cheap, is you want to get um, Keystone canned meats. Now, Keystone canned meats are pretty damn expensive. So just think about it from that point of view. It is really pretty damn expensive. Yeah, well, if you want to eat a 50-year-old Twinkie, go ahead. I won't touch a 50-year Twinkie. Hello, Tony. Let's get back to the list. All right, so canned hams. You can get Danish hams pretty cheap if you buy it in the bulk. Another item I recommend is finding a battery powered double A battery powered world band radio or short band radio will help you in the long term. Tents, I put tents in there, dome tents, family tents, in case you have to bug out. Uh, the radio will help you in any and all needs. Just think about it. I also put in a warm weather coat so you guys can stay warm. That's on the list that you need. Now, if you can afford it, I would get hiking boots and tennis shoes as well. So you can literally walk and not be hurting. Another thing, like I said, canned meat is going through the roof. So canned meat is going through the roof. Canned beans are going through the roof. People are really panic buying right now because of it. So the prices are going up. A case of beans could be $60. So think about that. Um, Bullion's going up because everyone knows how to use bullion, by the way. I don't have to explain it. Bullion is a necessary. Dog food's going up too, by the way. Um, that coffee just ran out of stock. So they ran out 24 hours later. They sold completely out. So, coffee is now going to get harder. Cooler went up $20 overnight. Double sleeping bag. If you're at home, hunkered down, the double sleeping bags will come in handy if you have two persons to a bed. That will help you out immensely. So, um, Another thing is camp stoves, Coleman camp stoves, and Swiss Army's knives went up a few bucks, just to let you know. Um, but canned meats just, I think, doubled in the last 24 hours, between $5 and $20 or more. Another thing is, if you're gonna buy a bug out bag, you want to buy a bug out bag that is a internal frame hiking backpack. Weight it down between 30 and 80 pounds, and you should be fine. Camp lanterns, again, you want lanterns, but just remember you're gonna have to only use it at night, like it's dark, or maybe an hour a night. Otherwise, you'll burn your fuel up pretty quickly. And I would recommend also looking at kerosene lamps. If you have the shed, start storing Coleman fuel, propane fuel, Coleman, white gas, unleaded gasoline, and just rotate your gas out. So if you don't use your unleaded gas, rotate it out, and then use your old gas in your car, your lawnmower, snow blower, your weed whacker, and then put fresh gas in the shed for your stoves. Also get extra generators for your stoves and lanterns, so you won't need to switch from Coleman fuel to unleaded gas if you're desperate. The next thing I would recommend also is the Coleman fuel filters. It will filter out 99.9% of debris, so your lanterns and your stoves will work efficiently. Unless you're using propane, then you just get the 5 gallon cans, you know. So freeze dried eggs and freeze dried white chicken and beef meat is very expensive. Another thing I put on the list was flies. You can buy 2 boxes or 3 boxes, depending on how many flies you want to keep on hand. If you're a fly fisher and you want to get your trout dinners that way, or your fish dinners. The only thing I put on the list was a 7-inch portable TV. Okay, the TV's got an antenna. You either have the over-the-air antenna, or you can get one of those remote antennas. So it's like a little magnet thing, and right on your table, and you can get TV. But the problem with that is, once the battery goes, I haven't found a TV that's digital yet that takes AA batteries. They discontinued those. The government doesn't want you having those, apparently, because the government wants you to be self-sufficient on them. So we don't want you watching the news knowing what's happening. That's where the world band radio comes in. I put in 2 first aid kits. Like I said, the bigger the bags, the more gear you get. So you might want to double up and get like the big bags. Another thing I was telling you, canned meats is going through the roof. That's why the canned meats, again, 9-inch TV could be bigger. You can also run on an AC/DC or on your DC current. Um, you know, um, your lantern, stoves, etc. Scanners. If you can afford a scanner, I highly recommend getting a scanner that takes AA batteries, because that scanner will be your scanner, your lifeline with the radio, the world band. You can know what's going on in your local town if you're hunkered down. Another thing I put in was a 13-inch portable TV that's widescreen that you could use for ACD DC operation, and as long as you have DC, you're fine. Now we will talk later about generators, but unless you need one for your CPAPs machine, you don't really need to waste extra fuel unless you want to pay $500 to $900 or more for a clean energy generator that's small. It sounds like a weed whacker that will run on half a load at 16 hours and like 8 hours on a full load. So, on that aspect, another thing is a smoker. If you have the space for it, get yourself the small little chief or the big chief electric smoker that will basically smoke your meats, and you can keep smoking. On the list now, we're at the seasoned cast iron set. You want cast iron. Mostly I basically put in for the Dutch oven. That's where you can make your bread on your stove. So unless you want to buy the stove attachment device that you stick on it, and it looks like a little box, okay. Fishing kit, your fishing tackle box that'll hold all your MEPs and everything. You want something to take with your first aid kit. Here is a huge big bag. It's like this. It's got like hundreds and hundreds of stuff. I put tackle boxes in it. There's the camp stuff. The camp coffee pot went up to $50 overnight. So think about that. Preppers are now looking at this list and saying, "Wow, this is a great list. We better get some stuff." So pinto beans in a bucket is very expensive. Just remember, the government doesn't want you being self-sufficient. They want you to either die or go raid someone else's house and let them die. So another thing I put on the list was again, was Tankara rod. Tankara rods are little rods like this big that when you extend it like a antenna, one of those old TV folding antennas where you pull it out and it gets longer and longer. Tankara is like that. So all you do is tie on a fly and you can get dinner that way. That's why I put it in there as a bug out tool. That's a highly recommended. That's why I put Tankara Rod Company or Tankara USA because that will help you out immensely. I did put in on the bucket foods, the 30-day one person, but they're selling out like hotcakes. People think they're going to be using those for prepping. Well, that's what they need. That's it. Next thing on the list went up $6 is uh, a uh, a stainless steel gravity fed water system. The first one I put out of two is very expensive. It's over $200, but that first one will filter 3,000 gallons of water. So that could help you out immensely if you don't want to put bleach in your water. Now I did put in some bug out bags out there, but the problem with the bug out bag tents is you want the lightest tent possible, 3-season. If you get 4-season, you're using canvas, and that could be like 32, 80 pounds just for your tents and your poles. So remember, you don't want to pack in one bag having one of your family bug out situation. One person carrying the 50-pound tent, the other one carrying the 40-pound poles, and then the third one carrying the 10 pounds of stakes. World band radio. There's one world band radio, shortwave radio, sideband with AM and FM channels, solar power, backup batteries, etc., etc. The best one on the market is almost $360. That will basically be your lifeline if you have the money. The only thing I put on the list was Venture Supply Company Starter Fly Rod Package. Basically, what it is it's a kit that has everything. Fly bags, everything. Another thing I put on there was the big Berkeley gravity-fed water filter system. This was the $400 jobby. That one will filter 6,000 gallons. Other items on the list that's sold out is canned meat. So the canned meats, as I'm talking to you all the way down the list, is sold out. Canvas tents are only used if you lost your home in a natural disaster. So basically, that's everything on your list that I can think of that you might need. Personal items and personal effects I would highly recommend would be shampoo, conditioner, body wash, razor blades, electric portable razor, whatever. Just make sure you're clean and you don't get diseases. That is one of your top important things. Your cook stove is, your smoker is, the candy. I put candy on the list, but the candy went bye-bye. Okay, candy's selling like hotcakes. People are using that as emergency ration for sugar low if something happens. So candy's just going through the roof price-wise. Mm-hmm. And then you say, well, that doesn't answer, and your water. You want to get water, you want to get coffee if you can, you want to get mac and cheese, you want to get crackers, you want to get, etc. Candy went up. I'm just looking over the stuff here. Some things went up in price, some things went down in price. You just got to keep an eye on it. That's why if you order from Amazon, you can actually keep your buy it now program. It'll tell you what's sold out, what's currently unavailable. And that tells you if you can't buy any of these things, then that means, you got to be very, very, very cautious when it comes to your, problem. So, anywho, let's check my messages real quick. Now we're going to get into so I'm going to use the restroom. I got to do something real quick, but it's time or us sit down and talk about the other semi-luxurious items in prepping. But I'm going to use the bathroom first. Good to see you, Tony. Canned meats are going through the roof, so you need to get your canned meats now, because if you don't, you're going to be going hungry, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Another thing I highly recommend for your emergency prep kit is a compass. You're going to want a compass, not built into a knife, by the way, but a compass. For the reasons I'm going to tell you. Where's my glass? Okay. So tonight I'm going to sample. Zoe's going to be here. If I got Zoe in here, I cut my arm again. It looks like, oh well. Here we go. So let's just get this underway, shall we? Get some ice. Hey, Tony, good to see you. Another thing we're going to be talking about is guess I'll have to locate these smaller pieces to the top. Will any more of these fit? Nope, I guess not. Okay, so, all right, so we're going to sample this. Thank you, Zoe. So, Tony, probably wondering, cognac. That's what it was. Apparently, she knows I like Remies. Fortunately, the problem with Remies, Tony, is I've never tried this Remies. I tried the XO, but I've never tried the VSOP or the standard Remies. So, to be honest, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. But, side note, we'll find out, right? There we go. Let's see if this will fit. There we go. So, that'll keep my cognac. Cognac has to be drank in neat or with ice. I prefer ice, so that's why I got the ice ready. So let's grab a couple. Let's grab some and sample it. Alright, that should be good for starters. If I need more, I'll add more. But that will be for starters. Okay, here we go. Alright, so thank you for tuning in, preppers. Kids, if you're watching this, turn it off. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is your electronics. You might or might not need for your prepping. Now, if you have a CPAP machine, you might want to keep a generator and gallons upon oodles of gallons of fuel. Here we go. Twinkie snacks can last decades for comfort food. Hey, Tony Higgins. So, another thing that people have asked me besides the compass that wasn't on the list was GPS systems. Now, if you find a GPS that runs on non-rechargeable batteries that you don't need to buy a battery bank to charge your phone's going to be useless. You're going to want a radio system that can reach for whatever distance. Now, if you have a if you can build yourself a backpack type of GPS or a GSRM, You might be able to get 5 miles location or more, depending on your location and so forth. You can also make a base station. But remember, if the power is out, your ACDC type base station radio is going to be useless. You're going to need to have handheld. So to do that, you're going to have to look at options. Now, I did check with Midland. They wrote me. The company that VTech and Baofeng hasn't messaged me, nor has Uniden. So I got 3 emails due in, no emails due out. And so, I was thinking, handheld compass will be putting on the list. Yes, that's something I was going to recommend myself, Higgins. Get one that's, get 2 types of compasses and put that in your bug out bag or your purse or whatever, just to make sure you have it. Interesting. Hold on a sec. So, as I posted to my cousin Dinky, happy birthday to me, belated, thanks to Zoe. And 2, in loving memory of Aaron. Here, let me get you guys something real quick before we continue prepping. It'll take me a moment. Let me pull it up for you guys. Something I want to share with you. All right. Let's see. Is a video available? You guys are wondering, so I'm going to share it with you. You guys just click the link. There you go. A moment of silence, people. Yep. Moment of silence. Look at him. Yep. For some of you out there, we'll get to the prepping in a minute. This is important to me. So, for some of you wondering, 6 years tomorrow, 6 years today, when I heard my husband's voice for the last time. 6 years. Yeah. Look at that. There's his favorite restaurant we went to. Last meal we went together for dinner. Tacos El Rey. He loved his cigars. I was on my balcony where we could smoke. And a guy going to treat a woman properly. Yep. Let's see if Zoe. She hasn't messaged me yet. Okay. Yeah. So she hasn't seen it either. So Tacos El Rey. That's when he gave Blizzard a haircut and he used his hair as a mustache. He thought it was being funny. There's Blizz. Blizz and Moppy. I miss Blizzard too, but I miss Aaron more. Tacos El Rey. Always like the tongue tacos and stuff and the tongue burritos. I think I left a message at the end of the video too. It's only like 30 seconds left, but man, I tell you, he was one of those that he would have prepped too if he was alive. Yeah. There's me with him in his background. That was my favorite picture of them all. I think I left that one for the last. Nope. There's that one. Rest in peace, Aaron. You will always be loved and missed by everyone whose heart you touched. 8477 to 8/24, 2016. Higgins had to send me his grandfather. Hold on. All right. So let's just grab this real quick. Jenny. Nice compass, Higgins. So, basically, sorry, there was no sound to the video, so it's fine. But I figured I would share with you that video. So, one of the things people have asked me about is GPS location or global positioning satellites for use. If you know how to use one, go ahead. Your phone's going to pretty much be useless if there is a problem. Trust me, it goes like this all the time. So that's something I wanted to say. People say, "Oh, GPS, GPS, GPS." Yeah. Higgins, of course. He sent me his pictures of his grandfather's compass. Now that is a compass. That I want to look at it again. That is a compass that you would want to do. Compass will be your best bet when an SHTF situation, because towers might be, the repeater towers, etc., will be jammed. You're going to have the hammers using it for news. You're going to have people trying to get any tidbits. That's why I keep telling you to get the radio, the shortwave, the long band, the world band, everything you need to prep now. I mean, literally, food's your priority and water. If you have shelter, you're fine. But everything else could be considered luxury unless you really need things like milk, eggs, cheese, and butter. Now, as you all know, I don't eat much eggs unless it's in a cake, which is really funny because the other day I made a sandwich and my stomach wasn't acting up. So I'm starting to think it might have been the roast beef was tainted. Chloe gave me tainted roast beef. However, I did have that same problem when I ate cheese, but the cheese was because it was um, mixed with beer. So think about it. Don't mix beer and cheese. The cheese could have been curdling inside your stomach with the beer. So, Chloe said to me, because Chloe picked this stuff for me. She says, "You never me cowboy juice is whiskey, and you get kind of grumpy and groggy. But when it comes to cognac, you're never mean and grumpy." So I want to thank Zoe again for the birthday present because it also answers to another question that you guys need to know, which is it is a anniversary present for in memory of Aaron. That's right. So I'm gonna go do something real quick. Give me 1 second. I will be back and we will talk about prepping. I just need to check on Chloe anyways because well. Hey, Mom, let's go in here. Oh, memory of Aaron. So with a compass, you have to ask yourself about radio frequencies. Now, Higgins and I are doing some research on radios. Unfortunately, we can't buy every radio to review due to the fact that we have no money. So, if any of you want to donate gift cards to the Amazon, Amazon, let me see. Can I actually ask? Let me put something in here. Um, Let me see, because if you guys want to donate gift cards anonymously on Amazon, I think this is the highest. Yeah, okay. So now it's $2,000. That's fine. You guys can donate if you wish. You can donate to us, and we will get those radios reviewed as fast as possible. Actually, you can't add a gift card to your wish list. Isn't that interesting? You can't actually ask for a gift card. That's funny. See that? Yeah, it says, yeah, yeah. So basically, if you have my email address, I forgot to post it. You can send me a gift card, and or you can just go in there and something or something. I should find out why Amazon doesn't let us do the. It's just there. So basically, Amazon won't allow you to do it apparently. So you know. So basically, I am looking for. Um, all right, let me see if we can request physical cards. Here we go. So physical card right here. Let's just put this in here and see if they allow you to put physical cards on your wish list. Yeah, you can. So here we go. So I'm going to put this in the prepper. So if any of you want to add or donate for us to test out the things on the prepping list, which is most graciously, then I will get everything we need. I have Higgins as a tester too, so Higgins would gladly do it. The other day Higgins and I was arguing with Hig Bob over something stupid the other day. So Higgins was turning around the other day, and he said, "Oh, I don't have enough. I don't think for 2 radios." Well, if you need $10, I'll send you $10. Man, in the end, I was just like, you know what? I ain't bothering with it. You want to sit there and tell me you don't have $10 or whatever? Okay, cool. So let me check the preppers list. I just updated it with the card. Oh, can I actually? So 20 is the maximum. Let me see. 2000 is there, right? Let's see. Can I actually? I'm just adding this as a joke, okay? So if it does work, don't look at me. I just put in 2000 to see if it would go to the preppers list because I'd like to see. Nope. So basically, you got to click on it and then, yeah. So, anyways, it was just a joke, anyways. Okay. So, but you want radios tested? We can test radios out for you if you wish. GSRM is pretty much slow due to the fact that you have problems with obstruction. So if you have obstruction, you're gonna have problems. Okay, so um, you all want to try the MERS. Yeah, MERS is something that might or might not work. Apparently, MERS only goes for about a mile on the wattage. Um, you want a high band emergency base station setup. You're gonna have to pay a lot of money. There is places that sell the Galaxy base station setup, but it's like $500. And frankly, unless the power is not going out, let's just say hypothetically for an emergency situation, man, this is good. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Macabri. It's about time you showed up, you son of a bitch. Am I doing too well? Cheers, my friend. Hey, Macabri. Remember how many times you said you missed Aaron? Rest in peace. 8/23/2016. Cheers, old boy, Macabri. Or Macabri woman. Macabri, since you haven't been here in a while, you tick turd. I like to call people tick turds because Macabri's cool. Macabri can take it. He or she. I think Macabri says they're a Cuban woman. That's right? You're the Cuban woman, Mac. Anyways, I want to show you this, Mac, just to show you, okay? This list right here that I'm sending in the comments, Macabri, you should look at it, is the preppers list. No. I want copy link. Here we go. Copy link. There we go. Copy link. Okay. So basically, this list, Mac, is the list for preppers. We still got to add a compass, apparently, but it is what it is, right? So a lot of you out there ask me about tools. Well, if we're going to be buying fishing equipment and going fishing, what do you use for gutting a fish? Well, let's just put it to you this way, my friends. If your fishing knife will not gut a fish at Swiss Army knife level, by the way, canned meat's getting through the roof, so you might want to get it soon if your local grocery store has it. Okay, so, for example, if this knife ain't going to be gutting your fish properly because you got a 12-inch or 20-inch trout, then you move up the blade. All right, for trout fishing, you can use even a kitchen knife, but if you want something to gut to make sure your fish stays alive, then you use something like this. Now, if it's big, the fish is wider than the blade, you go longer. All right, you go longer. But you say, oh well, this basically has been in my family since I was 4. This is a true American folding buck knife, by the way. So let me just show you a little tool that I keep on hand for fishing. It's a fishing tool. I highly recommend it. I could add it to the list if I want. Oh, I guess it ain't in here. Huh. Oh, it might be in the safe. Possibly. Oh well. Anyways, somewhere in my household, I keep a knife that is for filleting fish. Okay. It's called the Filet-O fish knife. Okay. It's probably in the safe. Anyways, it's got a sheath that's serrated, and it's about this long, and it's curved. It's designed specifically to fillet and debone fish. So that is a tool that you might want to look into as a fish filleting knife. If you're in an area where you have plenty of fishing and you need to fillet a fish, this is where we keep the extra kitchen tools, and it ain't in here. Any knife like this will, if you keep the blade sharp, will gotta clean this. Apparently it's got some, I don't know what the hell is in this. Any knife like this can gut a fish. Like, see, this is serrated. You can use it because it looks like a little cutlass and it's serrated. This could help you as long as you keep the blade clean and it ain't dirty. You can gut a fish like this with a common kitchen knife because it's curved to a bit and it's got serrations. It will cut the bone like it's nothing. So think about it. This, of course, has got two uses. One, this has been in our family for 40 years. I call it the mini Thor hammer. It does two things. It's made in France, by the way. It's a French-made one. Basically, you use it for two reasons. One, pound down meat. This is one of those meat mallets. You can tenderize meat with it, thin steaks, etc. The second reason you use one of these little mini Thor hammers, which is steel, most of them tenderizers are wood now, which wood will splinter, get into your food, is another reason for your mini Thor's hammer. You see, the bigger side of the grooves here are used for one purpose, for prepping, and that is breaking up your ice so you can put it in your glass so you can actually drink your cognac, okay? The third thing on the prepper's list that you really need to have on hand, besides is a cooking stove. By the way, Advocate 1 is going to be contacting the manager about electric smokers. Family sending me an electric smoker. 2 of them, actually, thank God. Is another tool that we always keep on hand, which I'm going to look for, which is probably not in here. And fully moved the damn son of a bitch so far so long, is, maybe there's a spare one. Oh, right here, is this. This is a tool that we have 4 of at home. My husband ended up with 2. I ended up with 2. Plus, I got 2 spares, I believe, in here. Yes. So, there's 6 of them total. As long as they work, this is all you need. Made America, all American can opener. Now, if you don't know how to use the old-fashioned can openers like the military's taught some people with the Swiss Army knives, you use these. You keep one, you keep it in your backpacking, yada, yada, yada kit. Now, these knives, like this, has a built-in magnifying glass already, so you don't need to go buy one unless you just want to buy one. I mean, look at this. This has the magnifying glass that's used for not burning ants, even though I like burning ants at times. It's used to start a fire. Now, one of these tools here, I believe it's, please excuse me, I believe it's this. This or this is the bottle opener, right? So if you don't have a bottle opener, standalone bottle opener, you can always open your bottles this way. This is a tool, and there is somewhere in this nice little device somewhere is a can opener. Also, I use this. This helps if you have a nail that's coming undone. You can use this. Oh, this needs to be cleaned a bit. Oh, there's... Okay, let me clean this real quick. Blade needs to be cleaned. Excuse me for a second. Apparently it's got dry blood. The little pliers are used for one and one purpose only, which is, and then you dry it, by the way, thoroughly, which is used for your toenails. There. So basically, this can also be used if you have high enough alcohol. No offense to anyone. Gonna gross you out. But there's a tool that you could use for this too, besides toenails. This is some people were trained in the military, mostly the French Foreign Legion. They use this as, if your toenail is giving problems, pull it. And if that doesn't work, you use this for a secondary anesthesia and with the tooth. So if you have a tooth problem, which we're going to get into hygiene in a second, because this is a big prepping video for the noobs. Oh, also, if you don't have a secondary backup of scissors, Some of these knives has a full set of scissors built in that folds up like this. See? So this has a scissors right there. Also, if you need to start a fire and you don't have a little saw, this has a metal saw slash file. You can actually file nails on this if you wish. And then you have a wood saw. Now you're sitting there thinking, what? There's a saw on it? Yes. See? Saw and fish descaler. See, this pulls the fish hook out. This one here, the fish hook, it's a perfect tool. And this is the metal file. Now this is good if you need to cut little pieces of kindling, so you can use it to start a fire. Why do you think people don't like these knives? Is because they're too multi-tooled, you know. Somewhere in here is a can opener too, so just to let you know, there is a can opener. So bottom line is you need something like this. That's why I put this on the list. Also, if your glasses go wonky, just pull out the corkscrew, and there is a eyeglass repair kit thing. You don't need to go buy a specialty kit for it. So another thing on the list, let me get a tutor because, you know, in memory of Aaron, is better not be pooping in here, you son of a bitch. I ain't dumping this down the drain. I might just drink it as is. There we go. I gotta put some more ice in soon. That's why I got the ice prep today. Is that the can openers are a must for any prepper. Same with your stove, some with your fuel, but you gotta make sure you got storage for your fuel. Thing is, you can't just use certain things. That's why the advocate's going to be working with me. She knows I'm going to be teaching this preppers course on the island for multiple people. So in the meantime, that glass is almost empty, so I'm going to have to refill it soon. In memory of Aaron. That's what I'm thinking. He died. The last time I heard his voice was 6 years ago today. Now I just hear it on YouTube. As Macabre said, let's go over the thingy. Fanny, Urban Mouse. Hey, Fanny, what's up, girl? What's up, fan? Secret agent man? Secret agent man. Oh, hey, Zoe, I didn't see you there. Hello, Rita, chat. Yeah, well, how is it? How is what? Oh, you mean this? You got me something I've never tried before. I've tried the XO. That's how I knew about Remy XO, but hubby never went with the lower tiered stuff. So this is the mid-tiered. Mid-tier's not bad for a celebration drink. Tastes just like, it's not as smooth as the XO, but it's smooth. I mean, you probably use a lot of eau de vie in it too. For talking about eau de vie, each bottle of cognac made in France has an X amount of eau de vie or X amount of blends to make their French brandy or French cognac. And so because of it, some could be 50 years with 500 eau de vie, others could be 200 eau de vie, and others could be, it just depends on the eau de vie. This is at least aged 3 to 7 years minimum, most likely 7. Trust me, I know cognac pretty well. But we're talking about prepping, so I'm not trying to get hammered. I'm just enjoying this slow drink. Cognac's a slow sipper. Let's get some more ice. My ice is running out. Put all my ice in zip bags anyway, so I don't have to deal with it. So what we do is we take some ice, and we refill the ice glass like this. And then we seal the zip bag up. I got 3 zip bags made. You want to keep on hand Ziploc bags for your prepping because your prepping is, well, you're prepping. All right, so and I'm using my In Memory of Aaron shot glass tonight, by the way. Shot glass he bought me because he thought it was me. See, when you do it, you want the ice to permeate in the glass. So there we go. So it is a blessing to have this on the night of Aaron's death. He died at 10:30 p.m. tonight, 6 years ago. So I bless Zoe. In the meantime, for all you curious about the shot glass, it says, Aaron bought this in 2007. I drink to make other people interesting. See, isn't that's pretty much me, you know? But you guys are getting a schmeal on whatever. Don't worry about the bottle going half empty tonight. Thing is I slow sip this. This is a slow sipper, and we're talking about prepping. So, cheers to you all, and in memory of Aaron. Beep, beep, GG. Yeah, evening, GG. Secret agent, man. Tell Rita to quit playing with the knives under the influence. Fanny, I'm going to say something for once. Damn son of a bitch. Yes, I get to call you that for once. Because I'm going to say something out of love, Fanny. So pay attention. Because I love all my people, including you. But stop poking the bear. I hope Zoe got that picture I sent. You see that, Fanny, or you want to see it again? Let's just show Fanny once more. Do not poke the bear. Do not poke the bear. Stop poking the bear. The bear doesn't want to be poked. Said that to my cousin Dinky. She hasn't even replied to me. Hold on. Who emailed me now? Oh, that reminds me. While I'm talking, I need to share this with. Yeah, stop poking the bear. Okay. So, hold on a sec. Where the fuck did my Firefox go? Sorry, peeps. Oh, okay. So I'm going to do this. Hold on. Hold on. That was beautiful, Rita. Rest in peace, Aaron. He seemed like a loving, caring, fun person. Aaron was more than loving. He had the sense of humor everyone wanted. Comfort recalling the wonderful time. You know what? I had some great times with Aaron. All right, where the fuck is? Oh yeah, whatever. So let's just go with this, and then go to my YouTube channel. Hold on, YouTube. And then I want to go to my YouTube channel. And then I want to go to my live feed. As long as I don't have to listen to, Mr. Hey, that ain't what I wanted. My channel is better than this channel. Here we go. See, I love that. 500. So I lost 2 subscribers today. I had 569. What the hell happened? Oh, well. So, yeah, well, anyways, here. So we're talking about prepping, and my advocate was just saying rest in peace, Aaron. And I said, well, check out this channel if you're bored. Not that it matters because they're gonna turn around and be like, oh, Rita's on the grog. Well, thank you and happy anniversary, Aaron. If he was around, it would have been 17 years this month. So one of the things we got to talk about is battery banks. Again, I did find out on Amazon you could donate to the radio fund or the battery bank fund if I did get battery banks. I'd probably keep them for myself. I was thinking of sending them to Higgins, but Higgins keeps poking the bear. Don't poke the bear. I saw Smarty Pants. Oh, I got it. It was Rita's birthday in the night. Yes, but didn't you see the picture, Fanny, dear? Don't poke the bear. I'm surprised he couldn't have done a polar bear. A poker's gonna poke. Right. So let me poke Higgins. Higgins, what animal would Higgins resemble? He's a badger, okay? He's literally a badger, okay? Badger Higgins. The badger, I'm going to poke the badger. The badger turns around and he's like, I want $25 radio. Well, you know how good of heart I am. I told him, if you need $10, I'll send it to you to get those radios so you can test them for me. What does he do? He doesn't say anything about it. I was going to do it last time. He's like, well, I think he said something on the phone like, well, what if you need that $10 for food? Dude, we're here to prep. We're here to talk about it. Someone's going to have to help with the radio situation. I mean, look, we got to talk about these. These radios will only go to about 3/4 to a full mile if you get a line of sight. Otherwise, they are crap. They are garbage. They should be in the toilet. You know, as the French call it, the toilet. Otherwise, it is utter garbage, right? So what happens? Well, let me tell you what happens. So Midland messaged me and says, oh, our best radio, which reminds me, I need to go to that link because they emailed me this morning. They thought I was in Mexico. Damn dipshits. We think you're in Mexico. Really? I'm in Mexico? I didn't know it was Mexico. So apparently I need the GTX 1000. So let's go look at this GTX 1000. I'm curious about it. So let's go Midland GTX 1000. I'm on the preppers list anyways. And it says so you get the 1004 set right here. 36 miles. This goes 48 miles, and it doesn't work, by the way, with obstructions. He said, without obstructions, 5 miles on your island. 5 miles. But he said, we'd recommend you start with a 4-pack. If you need more people, you can buy a 6 or 8-pack in the same frequency. But it will go. What's this? This looks cool. What is this? Oh, yeah. Is that a Midland or something else? That's a brand I've never heard of. So he's saying that without obstructions, and this is his own words. This is called ConnectCom. Apparently, it doesn't say what it is. 4-power. You know what? I'm going to email Higgins this because Higgins might be interested in seeing this. This is a brand I've never seen. We're working on the preppers list, and this is something we can add to it. But Higgins is the radio guy. He's doing a lot of research. I watched a ton of radio reviews last night. Too many to count. Here we go. So, radios is the comments. And basically, you know, we don't even know if these are GRSM, are they ham, they're whatever. Higgins is like, oh, well, I'm thinking of getting chirp and using this radio thing. Well, hurry it up. I'm waiting to pay some money so we can get it moving. Moving is the best course of action, right? See, on an island, if communications goes down the toilet, you're going to basically be screwed. By the way, these look really cool, but there's 4-packs, there's 6-packs, there's 8-packs, there's 10-packs, there's 8-packs, there's 10-packs, and then there's 12-packs. So unless you have no obstructions, your 12-pack might get 36 miles, supposedly, to 15 miles. But that's if you do whatever. Oh, I got it. It was Rita's birthday in the night. The poker got a poke. Higgins loves nothing more than poking the bear. Higgins always pokes the bear. Higgins has nothing but his idea of poking the bear. That's the thing. You see me, I'm mellow as mellow can be. But thing is, you guys got to ask yourself, how big's your family and how much are you going to be paying for radios, okay? If you want child's walkie-talkies, you can pay $30 and hope like hell they work. Or you can pay up to $600, get 12 of them for your entire family and hope like hell they work. Problem is one of the communication problems you're going to have is once the cell towers run out of gas, if there's a SHTF situation, you're going to basically have so many problems where there's no communications. And that would mean my beautiful sister, Melissa, who's advocate 3, I call them advocates, but I have adopted her as a sister. She knows she'll be beating on my door if she needs food and she didn't prep properly. So that's why I keep extra food on hand anyways for her. Not anyone but her. And I'll probably prepare it for her too here. Make sure she eats. But, you know, a lot of people say, well, what if you can't own a gun? What if you can't do this for home defense? Simple. Buy yourself a 650 shot range model air rifle. As Sister Melissa would say, you'll shoot your eye out. Or you buy a crossbow. I've been pricing crossbows. That can work too. If you know how to use your knife, you can use that to disable someone, but only in a life and death situation. Personally, I don't condone violence. See, Higgins left again. The honey badger doesn't care. He eats expired food. Yeah, he'll eat anything. He reminds me of of a of a black or brown bear that will go scrounge up food that's expired and just eat the damn thing. I mean, literally, you know. Yeah, exactly. Higgins is on a mission. He just disappeared because he poked the bear too much, unless he's looking for a polar bear picture. Remember, when I moved to this island, my animal changed to the snow leopard. So the bear is still there, but my anger ain't there. That's the thing. My anger ain't there. Back in the day, I was literally a polar bear, a black bear, a grizzly bear, a brown bear, and a Kodiak bear all rolled in one. So I had all the aggression and all the strength. I could do things you would basically think that was just downright wrong. But as my husband and I talked and got things worked out, therapy helped too. But again, therapist said, "Oh, we don't take Medicare." Then crap hit the fan. So anyways, my husband was awesome. You know what? I should send something to my advocate real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Does anyone want to see what I'm sending her? I think she'll like this email I'm sending her in a second, because if she's not watching my live stream tonight, at least she can watch something else. So I'm going to go over here. By the way, Zoe's probably like, uh-oh, the bear's going to be poked. Yeah, the bear might be poked, but guess what? I'm going to be doing this. All right. So, is anyone interested in this? Because I know she might be. So, huh. Cooking, anyone? Anyone want to know how to make fried chicken? How to cook fried chicken? How to cook roasted cabbage wedges? How to cook a green bean casserole? How to cook, yeah, the green bean casserole is pretty damn tasty, I tell you. Like so. I miss you, Aaron. I really do. This is how to make cabbage wedges next. And if you've never tried it, this is a recipe for how to make green bean casserole. So here you go, green bean casserole there. So there you go. See? Has anyone seen my one video? Check that. I gotta find the video because the one video. I want to show you something that was really awesome, by the way. I think it's this one. 300,000 views. Look at this. I just miss Aaron. You know, Aaron was awesome. I'm telling you, how to cook a ham for dummies is something that got us 300,000 views. I could probably be well off on the way. You know, Higgins on me. You have. I'm always mellow. Still pretty spicy as far. Yeah, spicy. Yeah, that's me. I'm spicy. I'm spicy. Fortunately, Chloe called. By the way, Chloe walked down there, talked to Stan, and said, "Look, Rita ain't coming down there. You can basically keep it for yourself." Stan handed her the bags. And there, Chloe came home. I said, "What's in it?" Chloe looked in it and said, "Oh, it's Reemies." Oh, cool. When I found out it was this Reemies, I was like, "I've never tried this one. I've tried all the Hennessy," and it's like, yeah. But Remy, on the other hand, is my favorite brand of cognac. When you were talking about booze, Missy, I thought you were sending me like $300 bottle of, no offense, the Blue Label. You're like, oh, I love Blue Label. I think Remy's tastes better than Hennessy, anyways. But when I found out that Remy's, Chloe asked in there, "You got any Remy XO?" No, we don't sell that. We have Hennessy, and Aaron and Chloe's like, yeah, and Chloe's telling me, yeah, and Hennessy doesn't sell. They're like, that's why when they sell out, they're not bringing any more in. Oh, whatever. So one of my birthday presents is coming on a Monday. My advocate asked me what I'm in the mood for. I said, this sister Melissa, let's just call her Melissa. She might be watching us tonight. I said to sister Melissa, unless I'm interested in a beer, which is highly unlikely, I will be mostly interested in fish and chips or a cognac. It's not like I'm going to be telling her we're going to Downriggers and she's paying market price for a steak. I'm not that selfish and greedy. Chill out, garage attendant. Am I a garage attendant? Tony, don't call me a garage attendant. We got at least a couple moderators here that can basically take care of this problem. Okay, do I look like a garage attendant? No. Tony, I'm going to say something once, man, and once alone, and you're not going to like it. You are not going to like it. You know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. Don't poke the bear, Tony. Don't poke the bear, Tony. Don't poke the bear. You do know this. Oh, all she's got to do is click on those 3 tab buttons on the end and then basically kick you out. So don't test her. She probably doesn't want the polar bear poked anyway. Who, Tony? Just glad it's a drinkable, chill out garage attendant. I am not a garage attendant. You know, thank God Chloe ain't around. She'd probably basically take offense to that too. Anyways, have you guys seen my husband's video that's got almost 300,000 views? How to cook a ham for dummies? Oh man, that's great. I did one for how to cook prime rib for dummies. I don't think it did good. By the way, if you want prime rib, you better get it this year. I'm telling this to Zoe. Because next year, your hamburger is going to be $50 a pound. I'd pay $50 a pound because I'm Brad Pitt. See, celebrities like Brad Pitt won't care about paying $50 a pound. Yeah. So, anyways, apparently the guy Stan turned to Chloe today, right? Zoe likes these sort and said, "Yeah, there's a woman by the name of Jenny Gump, who is from Chicago. So we know Jenny Gump is from Chicago, not Miami, okay? And when Chloe went in there, looked at Stan, says, I want to speak to Stan. Stan came out, so what can I do for her? She said, look, Rita doesn't leave her house. Rita's got a lot of medical problems. Can I pick it up for her? Oh, yeah, no problem. It says right there on the back, Chloe or Rita. So Chloe showed her ID, and he said, okay. And he said, you want to call Rita? And he called me, and I was like, yeah. Got done with it. And then Chloe said, you got to be nosiness. Who sent it? We know it's a Jenny from Florida. He said, no, it's a Jenny from Chicago. And on the bag, it said, to Rita from Zoe. But Chloe found out it's a Genag. See, I put the bag in the trash. It was like a little zip note. The guy said you can do business with him anytime as long as scans in. See? See? For everyone? Pick up by Rita Lee or Chloe from Zoe. It's a Genag, but they said it's a Genag gum. There you go. See? So I grabbed it, looked at it, and said, you know what? This might be just pretty damn tasty to drink tonight on ice. Because it's Aaron's death day. He died at 10:30 at night. The cognac tastes pretty damn good. You don't look like a polar bear. I'm the polar bear. Higgins, can you do a Photoshop of a snow leopard? Don't poke the snow leopard. I work in the shadows. Everyone knows that anyways. Jeanette, my name is Rita Lee Gump. I'm talking about prepping. Oh, my ice is almost done. Son of a bitch. I gotta go get some more ice. Beats the hell out of that other time. You guys know what I'm talking about? Bun leaving a fucking shit. You know, I never told my advocate about that story, you know? Where, see, I need to get the little hammer out, right? I left the hammer in there, right? Anyways, the other way to break ice is to take a knife like this, smaller, and go. And then you just break it up like this, and there you go, see? Saves you from wasting some time, and you still get your drink cold. Yeah, so anyways, one of the lists that I want to talk about is my sister Melissa, not advocate. She said we needed to look into something that's important for prepping. Never thought of it. You got to remember, my sister Melissa is also a social worker, so one of the prepping tools that's needed, by the way, when you use a knife, we got to be careful with Rita. She's using sharp, pointy objects. When you're using a knife, when you break ice with it, the ice sharpens the blade. It's a natural ice sharpener. Just to think about it. See? This knife was used earlier. I just got to wipe it off so it doesn't rust. So don't want your blades rusting. But this blade is fully and closely sharpened right now. And if you know how to sharpen a knife, for example, you learn by using this knife sharpener here is over 50 years old. You can see it's got wears, tears, grooves, but it's French. This sharpener is from China. So, if you didn't know, my mom invested in a French knife set, which has the block and everything. See, most of these knives I've sharpened naturally by using it and cutting it with ice. So before you sit there and say, Jenny, don't use that as an ice pick. Trust me, your knife will thank you for being sharper by cutting ice. The ice will sharpen the blades, and it's a natural sharpener without breaking the blades. It's not like Jenny Gump using it as a pry bar with a hammer and then basically chiseling rock out. Trust me, that's the stupidest thing you want to use with a knife, you know. Jenna from Chicago, not Miami. Yeah, well, Chloe went there and said, look, you can either drink it your damn self or you can let Rita have it. And I'm here to get it for Rita. And then Chloe came home, looked at me and said, it's Remy's. Handed me the bottle, said, oh, I don't know this brand. I know this brand. I've had the XO 5 or 6 times. Chloe bought me the XO, which, as you all know, the last time I bought XO Remy's came with these glasses, 4 of them. 3 of them have, 2 of them have chips in them. This one doesn't. So these are actual crystal. You know, so, you know, it's the thought that counts. It ain't the price, you know. So I told my sister Melissa, that I'm drinking cognac tonight in memory of Aaron. You know, and I sent her the thing about fried chicken. Most people don't know you can basically use basic poultry seasoning, flour, and oil to make chicken. Has anyone ever said that? Trying to find a video on the radio, not finding anything of digital. Yeah, look, Higgins, the police radios are a trunked system. So unless you go and buy the specific police radio they're using for thousands of dollars, he's poking the bear again, Zoe. You can't use it. I mean, it'd be like Sister Melissa going, "Hey, officers, can Rita get a radio?" And then me being like, "Yeah, 378, all's well, code 4." Like, they're going to give me a police radio. Can you see me on the scanner? Code 4. Code 4. I already let her have a sip. She's like, yeah, at least it doesn't make you mean. She thinks bourbon makes me mean. Cognac makes me laugh. But she also knows this is the death day of Aaron. So rest in peace, Aaron, Anyways, I'd love to get a police radio. I just put in the wish list for Amazon for the preppers. If you guys want to do anything, me and Higgins would gladly take gift cards. You can send them to me. I can send it to Higgins. So we can start testing out these radios. So what's the best communications when SHTF hits, SHTF happens. And we're all protected by Higgins testing the radios out. After all, he's a damn computer nerd anyways. Yeah. I already did. Higgins basically ain't posting because he's more interested in finding radios. You see? Here's the thing, right? Polar Bear, that's me. By the way, has anyone even looked at my cute shirt today? My cute shirt. Look at what it says. It says Diva. Diva Las Vegas. Diva Las Vegas. See, Higgins ain't posting because you see, I went like this and went, hey, look, Higgins, radio. Radio. He's the dog that jumped on the radio bone. Now he's after radio, so he ain't gonna be basically commenting anytime soon. Last night, Higgins, your comments aren't invisible, you dipshit. Viva Las Vegas! Oh yeah, my glass is almost empty, which means this time I'm trying a 4-shotter. This was 3. Of course, I didn't finish it yet. So I've had 3 shots, 2 shots, 5 shots. I've had 5 shots total. Yeah, not bad for a drinky tonight while we're talking about prepping, right? I think Zoe wanted to see me basically hammered on this. If I fall asleep, like you did last night, I'll get up in the morning, wash my face again, and then I'll basically turn on my game system at 3 in the morning and be like, then take a short snooze until freaking my therapist appointment, which is 4 to 6. So I get 2 hours with her. Hopefully by then she'll be like, how are you feeling? Damn it, Bunny, were you making noise? It wasn't me, Bunny. It was the coffee. Well, whatever, coffee fell. Damn it, Aaron, quit freaking tossing stuff around to show you're still around. I mean, my husband's dead, but he's still tossing coffee on the floor. You guys caught that on video, right? It went house pokey. Yeah, let Chloe put me to bed. Last night, she burnt the fucking grilled cheese. She took a whole pound of fucking ham, right? Cooked it up, fried sandwich meat in a frying pan. So she says to me, oh, you're having therapy tomorrow? Yes. Well, I was at therapy early. I was like, I wish my dishes were all cleaned. Well, you're on YouTube, so I can't do them. Yeah, you can. Just basically, I even told her I'd man the dishwasher. But you know what? Tonight's not the night to argue with the bear. The bear says, me drink in memory of Aaron. Remember, if Aaron was alive today, we'd been married 17 years. Higgins, quit poking the bear, you son of a bitch. Zoe, Chloe's going to put you to bed. No, Chloe won't put me to bed. God will put me to bed. God will put me to bed. I woke up this morning with a bloody nightmare and a Charlie horse. Ugh. Shit in my damn whiskey or cognac glass. I'll be having rabbit stew for dinner tonight. Aaron died tonight at 10:30. My father-in-law. Anyone want to donate to the radio fund? Please let me know because I'd really like to get the radio fund done. By the way, Higgins, since you're basically being poking the polar bear tonight, or am I a grizzly bear? Let's take a poll, okay? What type of bear? Poll time. I'm going to do this. Poll time. Don't argue with me if I spell like shit. Poll time. What bear am I? 1, brown bear. 2, black bear. 3, 3, a panda bear. 4, polar bear. 5, grizzly bear. Or 6, the legendary Kodiak bear. Did you know that Kodiak bears are told to? Did you know the Navy SEALs that come across polar bears in their training are not supposed to kill them? The bears can kill the seals, but the seals can't kill the bears. However, don't ask me to do my cat call. Anyone want to hear the cat call? Because I'll share it with you once. 5, grizzly bear. 5 it is. Yeah, 5, 5. Yeah, hold on. 5, grizzly bear. All right. Does anyone want to hear the what we call the panther, the cheetah, the snow leopard, the lynx, bobcat, and cougar call? Damn it! I said 5 again. 5, grizzly bear. All right. All right. Does anyone hear? Here he goes. It's been a while. Even he's shaking in his boots, man. Mommy, that scared me. When Aaron heard that, he was scared shitless. He said, "Oh shit. The cat's out to stalk. Cat ain't out to play, the cat's out to stalk." Airball my ass, you son of a bitch. I do have the wolf on my totem pole, but the main one that's really the main ones that I'm very skeptical and skittish that's with me at all times is the rabbit. The rabbit is very cautious and wise. Hello, Bun Bun. Want some cognac? I'll give you some. I'm not a werewolf, but I have the snow leopard in me right now. I stalk. I work in the shadows. So the prepping list needs a compass and a GPS. A lot of people say, "Oh, we need a GPS." Only if you can charge it. Remember the electronic problems. The problem is, unless you have a battery backup, you can drain. It's not going to be worth carrying too many electronic gizmos. You think you're going to turn around and keep charging your Switch for your kids for 4 days of entertainment? That's the polar bear. Now, of course, I haven't had dinner today, but I'm still drinking 3 shots and I still got plenty of ice in here, so I'm good to go. Water, Rita? No, no, no. I'm not drinking water. Look, I got plenty of cold water in the fridge. I'd like to wake up once in a while with a hangover. That just tells you that you're alive and well. It's not like I'm going to die tonight. And Chloe's like, "Hello, everyone. I'm Chloe. Today we're here to tell you about a secret job here live. San Juan Island prepper died. Heart gave out. Probably drank too much cognac. Woo." You do know Chloe's going to be suffering the worst when and if I die. Plain and simple. Everyone knows it. Think about it. We can't take care of ourselves. Happy? Only in memory of Aaron. What's really bad is the damn son of a bitch can't do the dishes fast enough. And you need to invest in the prepping tools for dishwasher. If that dishwasher's been on hold for friggin' 2+ weeks, just fucking try it out, see what happens. Plug it in, hook it up. Man, I love Remies. This French cognac is the bomb. Thank you, Zoe. For some of you out there wondering, I will be putting can opener. You know what? I'm just going to get the list done right now before I basically get too tanked. So, you want a manual can opener. So, let's just go into Amazon and put can opener. And you don't want an electric can opener. This is fine. Is there an Amazon basic can opener? Amazon basic. Because if you can get an Amazon basic can opener. Oh, yeah, electric can. Oh, here we go. Manual can opener. Right here. Single handle, dual handle. Whatever. Just give me the damn can opener. Okay, so we're going to do this. I can't do GPS due to the fact that the GPS list is Higgins talking about pants. What? Look, Higgins, you're a man. You think about, I need to get extra pants and boots. What about the women who would say, well, I need to prep for extra bras? Are you just thinking about your manlyhood and your boxers? Think about it. For you women out there, always carry extra bras. We always do, but still, it's better to basically be safe than sorry because men only think about their own needs. They can go shirtless. We can't. We have either real boobs or implants. That means we can't go topless. All right, so Dan Higgins said, "Oh, you need a compass." Yes, well, we still need to review the. All right, so let's see what we get for free shipping under the Prime search box. Currently, we have 2,000 compasses available. You know what? I'm just going to throw in one. Comes in this little baggie here. That's fine and dandy. You get one with a bag, you're good to go. And that's it. That's all you need. Oh, and this one looks cool. Basic $5 compass. I personally like those compasses that has the mirror map, which means it's crystal clear in the bottom and you can read the maps properly. So, unless you want to basically buy something like a U.S. Army compass, which you're paying through the damn nose, I don't think you need to waste your money on one stinking, now I have four compass opens. Let's just stick the 4 compasses in there, and Higgins can be happy with his list being complete with compasses. Because we're not putting pants in there, because everyone knows you can buy a pair of sweatpants. As long as sweatpants fit, why should you buy another pair of jeans? Unless you want to basically make sure your jeans, quote unquote, can fit. You see? Now, before I go into details, Zoe's probably sitting there saying, "Oh crap, Rita's going to be passing out soon." If I fall asleep in my chair, you guys know that the show is on you guys tonight. Zoe's paying for the show. Zoe supports the show. Zoe provided me a birthday present. She didn't have to. I told you this. So you're going to get the unintrusive, non-redacted version of Rita. By the way, has anyone ever seen that damn thing about Donald Dumbass tonight? I call him a dumbass. He's like, for some of you preppers out there that don't like him, let me put it this way. He's like, oh, well, this will help me with 2024. Really? If you win in 2024, you better be providing me with the most expensive cases of cognac your money can buy. Because frankly, Professor Alan Lickman, I think it is, you might be able to say who's going to win, but God's telling me who's going to truly win. Now, my glass is melting, so let's get some more ice. And then I need to find out where my hammer is. Because I'm tired. You know what? Why don't we just do it this way? Oh, so I break the bag and there's a hole in it, figures. You see? They don't make Ziploc bags like they used to, people. Let's just stick that in there and then transfer to another bag. You see? This is a problem when you get these American-made pieces of crap Ziploc bags that you think work and they don't. You want to break your ice up because you don't want to move 3 items to get the... So what you do is you do this, right? 1 chunk goes in there, 2 chunks go in here, 3 chunks go on the floor. Seeing the chunked floor mess up. And then you hope like hell the rest fits, right? See? And then you still dig the little hammer out. Zoe's probably laughing her ass off. This is why I didn't really want to have booze in my videos. Because frankly, 5 shots is not bad, but we're going to be working on 6 through 9 temporarily. So, make sure to keep your furry friends fed. If I need something to eat, I'll eat the salt-infested spam. Okay, so where the hell is my hammer? There we go. So I'm keeping the hammer out tonight because I want to... See, Zoe made that fall. See? Well, I can't do a Christmas theme. My husband would have done that. It's not bongos, it's a drum. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. So he's like, uh-oh. 9. I went from 2 shots to 3 shots to 4 shots. You see, cognac is sipping. That's what I'm sipping it. Which I'm prepping, right? Higgins, of course, won't even tell me what the best GPS is for your value of money. That's why we come in. Yeah? Look at my hair. I don't want my hair laced with cognac. Cognac laced hair. San Juan, we got a drunkard on YouTube that's drinking too much. We need an ambulance. Over. I'd love to hear that on the radio. I would, no, I'm not going to say do it, but it would be funny to see someone call and say, Rita's had 9 shots of cognac. She's stuttering, she's slurring, she doesn't know what she's doing. Yeah. You know what? It ain't going to happen. Not even Dinky would do that to me. Once in a while. See, it would be interesting to hear your name on a scanner. Famous YouTuber is drunk. They don't blame Zoe for it. I'd be like, you know what? It's fun. Look at that. Let me wipe down the bottle, by the way. You poop in my damn liquor, you're going to have a little problem, poop head. My name is Ebony Bunny. We know what your name is, but your name is poop head to me. You keep pooping in beer. Now, let me wipe this down. Look at this. For the memorial of Aaron, half the bottle's gone, and I've still not got to the crux of the problem, okay? Prepping is like prepping for people. Some items for you poor people out there, you're noobs, you're going to have to basically cut corners. I'd really love to hear me on the scanner just for shits and giggles. Higgins, quit fucking poking the damn bear. Higgins. Yeah, well, right now I haven't put on a bra in like 6 months, so technically people say to me, "Oh, you're a man, look at those moves." Really? If I was wearing my bra, they'd be like, "Blink!" But I'm not wearing my bra, so plain and simple. However, I'm not tempted to have the sheriff called either, so Chloe came on, "Oh, you know about dinner." Yeah, You know, dinner is one of those things where you just think about it and you think about it and you think, "Damn it, Bob, I don't know what I want for dinner." Bob hauled him in, Nixon. Rub on the sidewalk where the dogs poop and pee. Gross. Yeah, Yeah, no one needs FedEx. But you know what? My scanner is still delayed. I'm still waiting for the shipping information from the UPS guy. I'm not sipping on the ice. Don't screw FedEx, GG. I'm not screwing. Rita just rinse off the ice that fell on the floor. It's still good. Case closed. It's sipping. It's a zipping drink. Of course, I would love to hear my name on the scanner just for once. Yeah, you know how it is. Dinky won't do it. She knows I hate police. You know, after this glass will be 9 shots of drink. Nine shots. It was Jenny Gump, and I'm still gonna marry Jenny Gump. Jenny Gump supplied me the booze. Of course, the stores are closed, Jenny. I don't know where's it's stuck in Troutdale for the last 12 days. This is tea. No, this ain't tea, Jenny. Jenny Gump. This is, I had someone email me today about my guild, Guild Wars 2. Our guild's not doing too well. You think I care? I'm drinking this. We gotta prep. People are freaking. I mean, Guild Wars 2 found a way to screw over the people again by fucking making them pay more money for their damn game. Seems like ice is melting faster and faster, so let's drop some more ice in here. So, take open this, grab some icy. Find some ice that isn't broken up and just toss it in there, see? And then you throw that in the sink because it touched fucking, who knows what it touched. Well, you just fill it up like this. See? This is why Chloe was like, "You know when you're drinking, you drink so much and then you pass out and you want to have dinner." No, but you know what? You can make me a fucking you can make me 2 Salisbury steaks dinners at 2 in the morning and I'd be happy. Yeah, Chloe doesn't realize this is the night Aaron died. There we go, see? Look at this, freshly ground ice. You know, I've always wanted an ice maker. My scanner, that stuff looks like T2 thing. Yes, you do care, because that's why you're still here, Zoe. Of course, I was hoping anyone, would donate to the radio fund for Higgins so we could test radios out to find out what was the best for you preppers. I was hoping you guys would donate to the Preppers Fund so you guys could prep properly while we test out everything for you. Since we put the preppers list together for you, and it took a lot of time and effort. Of course, Cousin Dinky would say we're fucking freeloading mooch. And no one wants to donate to a weirdo when they'd rather donate to some guy named Pinball Man who's, oh, thanks for the $50 donation. By the way, it's like Biden trying to pass a bill saying that all females have to have sex changes and all males have to have sex changes to be women. It would be screwed. He can't do that. Ha ha ha. Now, Higgins, of course, is doing a lot of research right now for you guys. But you know what? I'm doing everything I can. Of course, I'm enjoying myself, too, at the same time. Hey, Zoe, have you ever tried the drink Armok? Apparently, it's a cognac substitute. It's pretty tasty, is what Dad says. These radios suck like donkey dicks. Snoopy snow cone ice maker for my rims. However, I'm going to Chicago soon, people. I want you to pay for the Chicago trip for me. You see, I got a goal that's going to be really good. You see, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to make my Jenny, my Jenny man. I'm going to marry my Jenny. Jenny, be prepared because I'm going to marry my Jenny, or as I call her, my Zoe. Jenny likes men, but Jenny is going to realize when I show up with a gold heart and I don't have much to give her with a ring, I still want to marry my Jenny. Can we get back to prepping, people? Because frankly, you guys need to prep. You need to prep soon. I mean, Zoe, she's awesome, okay? But truthfully, you need to look at your pricing on Amazon, Target, and Walmart. If you can't find it cheaper in one place or the other, that means people are prepping the stuff that you want to buy, which means you are totally screwed, and you're going to get less and less via food stamps. Back to dinner. I'm prepping. No, because I don't have any prepping. Jenny. That's a great name, by the way. Jennifer. Is it Jennifer? Is it Jenny? Or is it, or do you want to change your name to Zoe? I'll call you whatever you want. Want me to call you Matilda? I'll call you Matilda. Waltzing Matilda. Waltzing Matilda. Of course, I don't know what my cousin Dinky has to say. She didn't think shit. Again, think she's more interested in the damn chihuahua she's got. So I posted a picture about the bear. See, Rita, just rinse off the ice that fell. Look, Higgins, why don't you rinse off the ice and eat it yourself? Because, well, let's ask Zoe. Let's ask any of the viewers. Maccabree. Let's ask Fanny. Let's ask Tony. You want to reuse ice or do you want to freaking not reuse ice? Wow. If I drank the entire bottle, it'd probably end up in the loon bin overnight. We're Dr. Zimbabwe. Give me some more cognac, Zimbabwe. Otherwise, I'm going to break your head, snap your neck, kick your ass, and throw you out of the window. Stick to Zoe's. And look, it doesn't matter, They said the person who bought it was Jenny from Chicago, so I'm giving you a choice. You can be Zoe, you can be Jenny. Jenny Gump. What bothers me the most, people? It's not about Zoe hiding her identity. We know her legal name is Jenny. What bothers me the most isn't what Zoe's doing. It's you, the viewers. You think we'll get through a tsunami or hurricane or flash flood or tornado or volcano? We'll be fine. Prep for those. But what if the banking system collapses, huh? I'd rather have Zoe tell me she's got property already in Timbuktu, fucking Alaska, where I can chop the trees, make the trees, prepare the trees, build a simple one-room cabin and share a sleeping bag with Zoe, then fucking die because you fucking peckerwoods didn't think about the banking system collapsing. Or if the power grid goes down, how many of you fucking Tide Pod eating son of bitches are going to turn around and be like, I'm going to die, I don't have internet, really? You know why they invented the phone? Tell you why they invented one of these. First, hold on, let me go tinkle. I'm going to tell you a story. Zoe loves stories. Uh-oh, I think I hear myself on the damn horn. I'm going to check my whole box, find out what she's buying on me, and then I'm going to talk about my preferences of cognac. So you're watching my video, private dumbass. You think that I can't tell much. You have shit. Alright, go watch it. Alright, here we go. I ain't gonna find it. Basically, what I want to say while I'm completely tipsy is this. I looked up radios, right? Back in the day, we had brick phones, flip phones, cell phones. There was brick phones, flip phones, bag phones. But then the government wanted you to be fucking comfortable taking smartphone, with all the apps. This is some of the apps I have. If you're not using Google Voice, Ace Hardware to buy your stuff, HBO Max, Amazon Alexa, KeyBank, Schwann's, Prep, everything you pay for. You go down the list, Costco, eBay, etc., 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 etc. They want you to do like the game I'm playing, Animal Crossing. Go on your phone and be like, "Oh, hi, I'm Zoe. I'm gonna order Rita 20 cases of bourbon." Done. Said the government, and now it's getting worse and worse for wear. Think about it. Don't poop in my boot. Yes, your name is Gigi. Is you writing it? You know, I don't care what your name is. The way I see it is if I can send you an Instagram message, you are part of my soul, so you carry my last name, Jenny. But honestly, let's get to brass tacks. Truthfully, for all you out there, not Zoe's sake. I like Zoe better than Jenny. But truthfully, the secret is we have to make sure that you, the preppers, have the right tools for the right job. Which means, if you want to donate to our channel, fine. If you want to donate $50 to a non-guy, he's like, oh yeah, you gotta worry about this, you gotta worry about it, then give it to him. I'm gonna be the straight-laced son of a bitch that's gonna tell you. Unless Zoe sends me every week a case of cognac for me to drink, like tonight's beverage, I'm gonna be the son of a bitch that tells you what you need or don't need. But you know what? You don't want to believe me because I'm a weird son of a bitch, fucking freak ass bastard in a dress. What you truly want to believe is some fucking right wing Christian son of a bitch who says, "Yeah, we gotta prepare for World War III. We're gonna prepare for this. Truth is, you don't know what the hell is gonna happen in this country. And the truth is, Americans are led astray with the nose ring in their nose so they can hook it up to make them basically feel like they're wandering stray. Truth is in the pudding. When? Why did I make the joke about Higgins testing the MERS radio, the GMRS? All we need is to find a way for Higgins to have his license. But no one cares about his license. No one cares about this or that. They only care about what the noobs can and can't do. In 24 hours, and all the video reviews I've gotten on my list, prices went up between $5 and $40. It ain't the booze talking. Frankly, we're going down the shitter. And yet, no one, no offense to Zoe, no one thinks I'm serious. They can throw me a bone, let me drink half a bottle of Reemies, I'll pass out, no one will know anything. Truth is, I'm your average fucking American that knows what the fuck's going on at all times. I want to believe these fucking horse-ass jack fucks who tells you World War III's on the brink. I tell you, World War III never happens. Every week you claim it, you provide me a case of fucking Reemies. And not the mid-class. I'm talking about the XO. But no, you want me to die. You want me to not tell the truth. It's in the fucking pudding. You know what I do when I drink all this excess booze at times? I'm hoping my heart stops. I go to my hubby. And then I don't give two fucking flying shits what you do in this miserable country because you guys are all fucking self-centered, narcissistic bastards. I don't know. Zoe Peterson, St. Peterson, because of the movie The Green Berets. Peterson, look for the scrounger, scrounge up corrugated tin, 50-cal rifle. No, I don't have snacks. Chloe message, remember? I'll make you dinner when you're ready. That's Chloe's answer for a fuck you. Chloe's answer is always a fuck you. What, you think I need a snack? You know what upsets me the most? Zoe knows my phone number, yet Zoe never uses it. Zoe calls me on the phone on Google Voice and says, Honey Pie, I love you dearly as a friend. You need to eat something. I'd eat the damn can of the spam. Instead, nothing. So what do? Pass out on my bed, wake up with a Charlie horse, have a nightmare, and the Chloe says, "Oh, you were out for like 8 hours." Good. That's what happens when you don't want to basically remember shit. Point is eventually my damn body's gonna just fail. And so, of course, look at my family. My own fucking blood. My own fucking cousin-in-law. They don't give two shits if a fucking fall over dead. Oh, Rita said, we get more Social Security, we get more Social Security while she's dead. Yet, I'm the bloody freeloading fucking mooch. And yet, all I want to do is test out radios and everything we can to make sure you, the preppers, get the right thing. You want to fucking advertise, "Oh, my name is Joe Bob. Oh, yeah, thanks for the $20. Oh, thanks for the $50. Oh, I'm Higgins. Hey, Higgins, I don't want to go to Rita Shite. She's a fucking asshole. Thanks for the $50. Hey, thanks for the $50. Thanks for the $200. Thanks for the $300. Guy only thinks about his own pocketbook. He doesn't care about people. Me, I want to make sure you, the average people, can get a radio that goes, "Breaker, breaker, can you go to the grocer? Breaker, breaker, I can't get to the grocer." And I can test out 20 radios on your dime, find out which one goes to the grocery store with obstructions, and then tell you, buy that radio. But no one cares. They don't want to listen to Southern Prepper or a fucking Canadian Prepper or pinball Prepper. Even Higgins believes in even Higgins believes in fucking pinball man over me. You see? All I want is a chance. Don't give me, "Oh, the weirdo doesn't know what you're talking about." Don't subscribe. Go subscribe to me. I need the money. I'm living poorly. At least my sisters and advocates, and my sister Melissa said, without vitamins, every motherfucker out there is gonna die. Cheers. Now I know Zoe's thinking, "Oh shit, what's gonna happen?" Well, when this can's empty, or as I call it, a can, then I'll pour 5 shots in to see if I can survive it. You see? The point is, no one cares about me. No one gives a shit about me. They care about fucking playing the fucking dick, and they think that you, the Zoes, are a fucking whore that can be basically poked, fucked, prodded. But me, I'm an abomination in my own country. You poop in my damn thing, I'll be eating rabbits too tonight. Don't eat me, mommy. Trust me. You don't want to rile the polar bear. Eats before you. I'm not gonna eat snacks. Let me tell you, Chloe won't even get snacks. She spent all my fucking money on fucking her grilled cheese and grilled ham and cheese sandwiches. Why do you think I don't have any money for my layaway? So your blessing gift here, the golden piss jar here, is the most important thing in the world for me. My name ain't Captain, really. I'm a 5-star admiral. I'm a 5-star general. Well, the military goes down the shitter, and they can't win, and they lose, and their officers all get greased. I'm still going to be sitting here drinking Zoe's booze, because frankly, they're all assholes. You know what the problem is with booze? The more you drink, the more your brain becomes pickled. The more it becomes pickled, the more it doesn't give a shit about people. I woke up this morning with a nightmare, and then all I can remember is I don't give a shit. Higgins, fuck you. Zoe, fuck you. Even though you provided, I'm gonna basically be an asshole to Zoe tonight. I got 3 things I'm gonna do. 2 of them are assholes. My name is Zoe. Semper Fi, Max. Semper Fi. Live or die. I'd rather die. Semper Fi, Max. Semper Fi. Live or die. Ooh, yeah. Those Marines on the island, there's not many Marines on the island. They're all fucking assholes. All assholes, assholes, assholes. Hold on. Semper Fi, Max. Semper Fi. Hold on. My name is Zoe. I am the admiral of this fleet. I am drunk, but I am sober, and I don't give a shit about what you do. Semper Fi. I went on eBay the other day and I found an admiral's cap. I will be a full admiral soon, and some people will salute me because I'm an admiral. But Higgins, all he thinks about is his own radio thoughts for his Baofeng 5-aught that he wants to buy. I am happy. I need to see the toilet for a minute because I have a question. Basically wrong. What's a trite store? We're a trite they sell store. Damn dog. A trite store. So, anyways, I went into. Hold on, So, anyways, Pete, Chloe, the dumb shit, just turned around and said, "You're drinking too much. I need to report you to the sheriff." Go ahead. Go ahead, Chloe. I'll terminate them. I mean, literally, what a dumb shit. What are they? Drive me to the hospital, do a test for $10,000, charge me for fucking excess booze? I don't see you making me excess rice and gravy in a pack, My name is Zoe Gump. Look, I'm happy as hell, but Chloe, of course, is being a fucking complete cunt-ass who thinks I should be reported to the sheriff because I drank too much. And then, when I pour the next 4 shots, or 5 shots, or 6 shots in the bottle, Chloe thinks I should be fucking reported to the sheriff for excess of drink. She's like, "Oh, look at me, I'm a saint." You're a saint, you're a fucking demon in fucking human skin. Main thing is, if I pass out. You see my eyes, it's running as low can be. There's always a status thing. There goes Hey Bob, baby. Send me something again about fucking email. I don't know, LinkedIn. Thing is, the son of a bitch doesn't realize that if I pass out, you ain't seeing me till morning. The thing is, I'll be dying tonight. And what do they do? We're going to commit you because, you know what? You can't commit me because I'll fight you tooth and nail, end up with millions, and you guys are going to be fucking sicking with your dick flapping in the wind, wondering why. Why? I drank too much. Chloe's best alternative instead of threatening is to I mean, if they handcuffed me, I'd fucking beat their ass, hand chuck them in the nuts, and basically give them a fucking French World Legion welcome me. And then I'd be like, "Rest my ass, you son of a bitch." Plain and simple, those cocksuckers don't know what the hell they're doing. Looks like, "Oh, maybe I should call the sheriff on you because you drank. You drank 2 shots, and you drank 3 shots, and you drank 4 shots. 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9. You're completely drunk." Fuck you, Chloe. Fuck you. Look, the damn grocery stores and the damn kitchens are already closed, Zoe. Fucking twat bags McFucking Jones wants to fucking say I'm too damn drunk, and I should be committed for the next 6 months. I'd like to fucking fight a police officer. He'd get his ass kicked 8 weeks from Sunday, and I'd be the one fucking kicking their ass. You see? And so, Chloe, of course, can't fucking do anything because the fucking twat waffle can't fucking realize a police scanner helps me out. But to her, Rita's too drunk. dumb shit turns around and says, oh, well, you can't be this drunk. Guess what? I don't care if I drink the entire fucking bottle. You know why? Point is, if I drink too much, oh well. If I drink too little, too well. Problem is, as long as the ice and the cognac helps, he thinks you're a bad influence. You know who's a bad influence? Man in a dress. Oh, man, Rita's drinking too much. You need to help her. Help me on what course? Keep my fucking tobacco coming. Let me spit in a fucking bag and I don't give two shits. Thing is, I'm a badass. You know why I'm a badass? So I don't take shit. They want to commit me? Zoe and Higgins and Fanny and Macabre, they'll back me up. They'll be like, look, husband died 6 years ago. Fucking twat waffle son of a bitch wants to report it. Let it report it. You know why? I put 5 shots in her, Chloe to be panicked. 6 shots, 7 shots. Like I've been handling shots. It's a slow drink till the bottle's empty. Look, you and I, Zoe, we're like family, okay? Chloe's a fucking cunt-ass whore. She's probably the cunt that fucking delayed your 2 packages. But you know what? Right now, she's afraid I'm going down the toilet because of Aaron and the death of Aaron and everything else. And I'm prepping wrong. And the Democratic Party is going to make all the greatest advances. You know what? They detained me on video. I will personally basically be filming this for you all to basically show that I was illegally detained. Was I violent? No. Did I get cuffs put on me? Maybe. Why am I doing this? To show you that the fucking police pigs assholes can't be trusted. Oh, you need to ban Zoe. You need to ban this. You need to ban Chloe. You need to... You know what? I ain't gonna give a shit. Thing is, you don't see my advocate watching my, sister Melissa going, oh my God, Rita's drunk. Or at least I'm fucking sober. Boy, of course, she doesn't know what sober is. She says there, oh God, dude, I'm a real woman, I'm a real woman, A real woman doesn't fucking jerk the meat stick. But I know Zoe, of course, will tell me to slow down, don't drink anymore. At least Zoe's competent. Chloe ain't competent. Chloe's like, drink so much, I'll commit you and I'll take all your property. And then you got Higbobs. You just poked the polar bear. How'd that go? Look, Higgins. You're going to be an asshole. Be an asshole. You're not going to be an asshole. Don't be an asshole. You're the one that's fucking being the dickheaded son of a bitch. Excuse me while I use the toilet. Hold on a second. Let me put it to you this way. So, anyways, damn fucking chair keeps fucking acting up. I told Chloe to fix the damn thing, right? Let's try to find a fix for it. She put super glue on it and it held for like a couple weeks and then it fucking fell apart. Fell apart. Look at all these little poo pellets on the floor. Now I don't even know where the fuck my wheel went. Shh, breaker, breaker, we can't find the wheel. See? That's the problem. Can't find the wheel. So, anyways, that dumb shit, Chloe, thinks that it's best to hold it against my head to report me for something. What did I do, huh, Zoe? Trying to find a wheel? Maybe my eyesight's shot. Former French Foreign Legion goes blind. How's that sound, huh? Can't find the fucking wheel somewhere. Oh, here it is. Can't find the fucking former wheel at all. Thing is, Chloe's too fucking stupid to have some son of a bitch come to my door. You know, if they did, I'd get the son of a bitches on video live. You know what? I'd fucking crucify those little bastards. And then we'd have a heyday. Need some more ice, though. Dinner would be good. Yeah, well, sorry to say, Chloe doesn't want to make dinner. She fucking roasted up a whole pound of fucking ham at my expense. And then, like, guess what happened? It fucking sucked ass. Sucked ass. Chloe's like, oh, well, I thought I put the rest of it. Step on. Hold on a sec. I want to fucking ask Chloe a question. What's up? Hey, Mom. Get in there. You want to fucking be with Chloe? Yeah, dog. Give me an accordion. So, anyways, Chloe, of course, messaged me. And she's like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to cook dinner. Tim, what dinner are you cooking? Let me fix this. See this? You need to fucking... Takes a while to fucking fix the Crocs. Apparently, Joe Gill sent me the Crocs, you know. Apparently, I was worthy to get some stupid Crocs. You know what? What you do is take an so you cook your reamer, right? Higgins, oh, you can't let her do that. But you know what, Higgins, you can fuck off. Because frankly, you can even fucking use a corkscrew for it, right? You do this. And then you try to fucking do this, right? Right? Hold on. Apparently, Chloe thinks. Let's listen to this.
Can you come to my location, please?
So, what you do, this is why you have a Swiss Army knife, is you look for the fucking sewing iron reamer kit, which is, I think it's this. You could use, I prefer the knife, right? You just take the knife, right? And what you do is you do this, right? And you go, and then you pop that fucker right in the hole. Right? And then your Crocs, if you have the strength, which I don't. Chloe probably says, oh, you drank too much, you need that. You know what? I don't give a shit if I drink too much. Thing is, Chloe's a fucking mental whack job anyways. Okay. There you go. See? You put this down here. Hold your... You know what? I'm just going to get Chloe to fucking do this. She's fucking smarter than me and my Crocs. See? Chloe, you say you're fucking connected, right? You got a little hole here. Put this fucking thing in half. So Chloe's like, oh, I can do it for you. Meanwhile, Chloe's thinking, I'm too drunk. I'm going to drink 5, 6, 7, 8 shots. I need the sheriff called on me. You know what? It's not like I'm taking this knife and poking with the knife blade the bun. Look at this. Isn't it cute? What's up, bun? Huh? You want to arrest me? They're going to have to kill you to get to me. They ain't going to arrest me because they're fucking cute. Do my fucking team out yet? Look at that. Hey, what's up, bun? Huh? Has anyone ever seen the Get smartphone? Can you hear me now? I got the bunny phone on me, Chief. Oh, yeah. What is a paracord? A paracord is a cord that's used to wrap things for protection. I'm not going to eat anything in yummy. Chloe's fucking attitude is called the sheriff if I don't eat anything. Have me hauled off so she could steal everything, including my bun. Chloe's a fucking thief. Hi, Boon. How you doing? Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Hopper's already got my attention, see? 103-2026. See? Useless fucking chatterboxes. They can't even fucking get their head out of a Crocker Jack box. I bet if Chloe called them, Chloe would be like, Rita's got a scanner, she knows everything. Guess what? Take away my scanner, bitch. I fucking take away your fucking asshole by throwing you to Ohio. My husband bought me this scanner, and my husband expects me to use this scanner. Chloe hates fucking Zoe. Would rather see me in prison and Zoe basically fucking licking her boot because Chloe is a fucking bootlicker. Oh, well, if you can't lick Chloe's boot, then you're a fucking asshole. You know what? We're down to cans empty. Oh, thank you, Chloe. Thank you. Excuse me for a minute. See, I even used the knife and it didn't work, so. So Chloe's like, I need to cook your dinner soon. What dinner? You fucking cooked a whole pound of fucking ham, which only got like 3 slices out of a pound. You know what I did last night? I fucking ate a sandwich this morning. I said, you know what? I paid for the fucking ham and I paid for the fucking sourdough. Why should I fucking pay for anything else, you know? Your cat, I don't know where cat is. Is that what you call your cooter? Because frankly, I don't know. But I'm going to stuff the ice in the sink and add some dip. To show you the half a bottle of Reemies at Zoe's expense ain't going to go to waste because I'm surprised that son of a bitch didn't sit there and say, oh, you need dip? Does my dip can lie? I mean, literally, son of a bitch thinks I'm retarded, which is done. They're the one fucking be the retarded one, right? So let's just do some dip. Mellow out, chill out. If I drink any more, I'll fucking pass out. So, the best course of action is to slow down, take it easy. That's why that bottle's only half full. Mm-hmm. I am slowing down. Apparently, son of a bitch asshole basically has got their own ideas. 9 shots and still staggering backwards. Ha ha! Hold on a sec. Oh, get your ass in there. Anyways, everyone, all is well, you know. I'm always worrying about alcohol poisoning, damn son of a bitch. I said, you know what? Bring it on. As Zoe said, slow down, enjoy yourself. We got too much tobacco in my mouth. Mm-hmm. You, real cat, what do you mean? You need a real cool grabbing snack. Be right back. It may take a minute. Cheese and crackers. I love cheese and crackers. That's part of the prepping tools that I do. Cheese, crackers, you know. Cheese, crackers. Mm-hmm. Again, what do you think, son of a bitch? Cheese, crackers. I love cheese crackers. But you know what? I also love slowing down too. I mean, half a bottle of cognac. What is the percentage that Zoe provided us? The percentage is 40%, and 126%. Again, yes, there is booze that's 126 proof. Let me show you what the 126 proof is. Booker knows. Me and my husband, when he was alive, we drank so much shit of this. I don't know how we survived. We basically woke up the next fucking morning with massive headache, being like, "What the fuck did we just drink?" And he'd be like, "Booker knows." 127 proof. Really? Really? Mm-hmm. Find some peeps. Booker knows best booze in the world. Except for 151, which I don't subscribe to, peeps. I don't know what the hell's going on. You know, but you know what? It's all fucking gravy, you know? The thing is my opinion is this, Zoe. You provided a good service. I provide Prince Foreign Legion badass. Fuck you, and fuck you. Plain and simple. Mm-hmm. I love cheesy crackers. Those little. Well, what do they call it in the list? Let me look at the the preppers list. We got those crackers, right? I just put Compass. Higgins hasn't done the research yet. Oh my goodness, I haven't done the research on the GPS systems. Look, when we're prepping for the future, we need to prep for the future. So let me just go down the list so I can find what I'm looking for, because I frankly think Higgins knows exactly what I'm talking about, right? It's from low to high, or high to low, low to high, sorry. Something to do with not fishing lures and fishing bait and everything else. It's the fuck is she squirming around for, damn son of a. Basically, it's like something to do with something to do with I don't remember, But anyways, it basically is like, what are you looking for? Low to high, and it's like I'm looking for such and such, kind of like the default. I'm not paying for mac and cheese. It's something that's on the list, that everyone wants to play with, and prices are going through the roof. I mean, who's gonna pay $11 for a box of mac and cheese? $11. Think about it. Hold on a second.
Be advised, we just sent EMS out to that welfare check at the Rosewood Apartments. 2036.
Okay, so anyways, let's get back to prepping, right? So there's this prepping tool that I'm trying to find, right? And I can't remember what the fuck is going on, right? Literally, it's like damn dogs running around. You know what, Mop? Just run around. No one cares. What the fuck is she doing? Oh well, doesn't matter. She doesn't have her radio with her, so fuck her. Anyway, so basically, mac and cheese at $12 a box, yada yada yada. I was trying to remember what I was looking for, right? Everything is so damn high in price. Problem is, when you have a limit, you don't want to basically breach that limit. The limit is what you breach. So basically, you got your cards, you got your this, you got your that, you got whatever. But you know what? Higgins is like, oh, well, radios is great because you can listen, really. You know what the problem is? This is great. You got a police scanner, you can listen to everything. Here's this.
10371. EMS is requesting you respond to this welfare check, apartment 104.
You heard it from me. 104, that's me, bitch. And Chloe screwed away like a fucking little snake in the ground. Now you guys know my address. That's why I keep the scanner up for you guys. Anyway. Well, Joy says, and the drama continues. No, it doesn't. You know what? You know what continues? Not giving two shits about these fuckheads.
103, copy that. 2038.
They want to come to my house, they're going to be dealing with my asshole. Gas and gas and gas, and they ain't touching me. Chloe! See? I can yell at her for a second. See? Did you call the sheriff by any shape or form?
Look, you should be more concerned about how much you drink.
I don't care. Do I see like I'm happy? No. Yes, I'm happy. But calling the sheriff and having them come out to me is just meaning that Zoe's going to see a royal ass kicking by the fucking French Foreign Legion against fucking EMS. You know what? Let them come out. In the end, Zoe's laughing her ass off. I mean, literally, come on. Let them come to me. You know why? Because the fan's running and I ain't going anywhere. Hoorah! Everyone, you guys get to see how well these fucking fine people try to run things in this fucking county. They're fucking assholes. Am I sobering up? Yes. Am I doing dip? Yes. Am I drunk? Yes. Am I violent? No. You want to talk on video? They're going to have to tell us their badge, rank, and everything. Because I ain't going to let those fuckers slide. I love mac and cheese, you know. Mac and cheese. You got Cracker Barrel, you got Kraft, you got Cracker Barrel, you got generic. You got so many tasty mac and cheesers. You don't know what's happening in the world. You know, yeah. That's why they said my address right down the scanner. Why do you think I keep a scanner on at all times? I pay for the batteries. Moppy does care. The thing is, Moppy just ran and scooped past me like, oh, food? I got food. Now I'm good. But when I said no one cares about Moppy, Moppy is cared for. Of course, Chloe didn't pay the $20 at the vet, but that's beside the point, you know. Yeah, exactly. Popcorn, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, they said my address. Exactly. You know what? It's nuts. You know why? Because when they show up and the sheriff doesn't come up, you're dealing with Fifth Foreign Legion and knows exactly what the fuck to do. You know that, people? People is basically knowing what to do in every situation. Trust me.
Hey there. Hello. Hey, I'm Sam. I'm with San Juan EMS.
You do know you're live on YouTube, by the way. So, hey, guys, what's up? There's this guy named Sam from San Juan EMS. What's up? French Foreign Legion, a badass captain. I run a Sky. That's what I went by Sky. So, what can I do for you, sir?
Tell me your name again really quick.
My name is...